repeat and a nigga literally is not talking to a peasant, okay. You want me to talk to you right now. The world sees this, you ignorant ass bitch.
Be moving them 30s, 30 round drums, shooting my jury, infrared beam, one with the thing, popping 15 for surgery, 24/7, be moving them 30s, 30 round drums, shooting my jury, infrared beam, one with the thing, popping 15 for surgery, 24/7, be moving them 30s, not talking tennis, but I'm serving, meet me in Tim, see me on purpose, watching for 12, I want to play 30, 24/7, be moving them 30s, 30 round drums, shoot the curry, infrared beam, one with the thing, popping 15 for like a surgery, I get it, I'm gonna pull off in a hurry, crescent you Percocet, enter my slurpee. No time to kick it, I'm busy, I'm working. License suspended, I'm still out here serving. 30s in green, 3 types of lean. Pulling up clean, foreign machine, infrared beam, carbon 15, MoneyBoy tray. Fly with no wings, my bottoms is red, Robert's the jean. Gold on my body, I feel like a king. Go to one center, of course, I watching King. Real rich and wallet, put on for the team. Up your opinion, that's all that I scream. I was 14 when I had a dream. Dollar sign, go for the green. Double cup, sipping on lean. Pop me a bean. Swagging, I'm pressing, I'm clean. Feeling like Jordan, I'm wearing 6 rings. Rolling up, smoking supreme. Infrared beam. Carbon to carbon 15. Precise like a surgeon, I won't miss a thing. 24/7, I'm fly with no wings. 24/7, be moving them 30s. 30 round drums, shooting Steph Curry. Infrared beam, won't miss a thing. Carbon 15, precise like a surgeon. 24/7, be moving them 30s. 30 round drums, shooting Steph Curry. Infrared beam, won't miss a thing. Carbon 15, precise like a surgeon. 24/7, be moving them birdies. Not talking tennis, but I'm serving. Meet me in 10, stick on Perkins. Watching for 12, up through birthday 30. 24/7, be moving them 30s. 30 round drum, shoot the curry. Infrared beam, one miss a thing. Carbon 15, precise like a surgeon. MoneyBoy trade. Trapping Black Haven, Orange Mount to the lake. Sky's the limit, I'm winning, I'm paid. Not popping bottles unless it's a spade. Sleep when you die, been up for 3 days. Keep a Glock 40 if tempted, I raid. I do not play. Money ain't, that's where I stay. Fresh off a flight, New York to LA. 901, work where I stay. Falcons and Hawks like I play in the A. Went to my jewelers for 21K. I'm swagging, I'm saucing, OG got me coughing. I'm fresh to death, I belong in a coffin. Riding Detroit, hit the gas and I lost him. I'm shining, I'm flossing, I'm swagging, I'm saucing, OG got me coughing. I'm fresh to death, I belong in a coffin. White and green damage like I play for Boston. 24/7, I grind no exhaustion. I'm about that action, not doing no talking. Don't cross the line if you do it, my caution. Don't cross the line if you do it, my caution. Just swimming with sharks, we're fucking with bosses. 24/7, be moving them 30s. 30 round drums, shooting Steph Curry. Infrared beam, won't miss a thing. Carbon 15, precise like a surgeon. 24/7, be moving them 30s. 30 round drums, shooting Steph Curry. Infrared beam, won't miss a thing. Carbon 15, precise like a surgeon. 24/7, be moving them birdies. Not talking tennis, but I'm serving. Meet me in 10, stick on Perkins. Watching for 12, go through birthday 30. 24/7, be moving them 30s. 30 round drums, shoot Steph Curry. Infrared beam, won't miss a thing. Carbon 15, precise like a surgeon.
Ooh, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Toxic Masculinity Show. I am your host, Macho Man Trey. Whoever thumbs the video down, your mama raised a hoe with her fish bite pussy smelling ass. Ooh, yeah. How you doing, Mad Militant?
Man, I'm chilling. Friday night, TGIF. Hopefully we'll have some fun here.
We are. You're the one that sent me this link. You were rather mad and militant when you sent it to me. Did you watch it?
Oh, yeah.
Did you watch it, or did you just see the title and went the fuck off?
I seen the title and went the fuck off. And then I just, just watched the whole thing, and it's like straight suck balls, man.
Well, I haven't watched it at all. Y'all know how we do with our reviews. Anybody wants to join the panel and chime in, it is pinned in the comment section. Man, let's get to it.
Word. I need to set it so I can hit my keyboard.
Oh shit, man. What's going on, man? Do I need another musical number while you get set up?
Say that again.
I said, do I need another musical number while you get set up?
Well, what's going on?
You ain't hit the button. I said, do I need to play another song?
Oh, what button do you need me to hit?
Play.
Oh, I did hit play.
Oh, you know what? Damn, my bad. I forgot when I started the intro, I had to mute you because it was playing back. My bad. It's unmuted now, so you should be able to hear it.
Bird.
Anyway, I'm excited to have Kwame on. And so I want to set the table for me and Kwame's discussion, and I think why it's important. It's not quite, this is more of a bonfire than a fire starter. The fire is going to start once we bring Kwame into the show. I'm just going to lay the wood down, start rubbing some sticks together. This isn't quite a fire starter. I just want to set the table and the framework for why I think Kwame is important, why I think what Kwame's doing on his YouTube channel, I think it's called Bus Life, why I think it's important, and why I think there's
you
synergy.
You don't know the man's channel name? Terrible.
Other guy, Kevin Samuels, Boyce Watkins, and all the way to Kyrie Irving and Dave Chappelle. I think there's a synergy among men, and I think there's some energy among black men that's finally starting to buck up and push back and stand up and be real men. And the reason why Kwame is important, because this has to happen in the sports space. Has to happen in the sports space. The sports space has been overtaken by the matriarchy and by a feminine energy. And that's why I call ESPN the Emasculated Sports Personalities Network. The Emasculated Sports Personalities Network. And
he
that
used to
network,
work for ESPN, so he's kind of bitter.
His first movie, and it's been going for the past year. And it's called The Crying Game. Everybody over at ESPN is crying. And, you know, it starts with a friend of mine, Kirk Herbstreit. I like and respect Kirk. You know, before me and Randy Moss had this recent beef where he threatened to beat me up, I halfway like Randy Moss. Ryan Clark, I don't really have an opinion on. I know he loves to play the tough guy role, and you know, he's ESPN's resident tough guy, and he likes to threaten Marcellus Wiley or anybody that questions him. And at some point, maybe he'll question me. Maybe it's on site with Ryan Clark. But between Herbstreit, Moss, and Ryan Clark, the crying has to stop. The crying game has to end. The Emasculated Sports Personalities Network has to return the balls to all of their male personalities.
Man, put your resolution on the lowest resolution that it is. We don't need to. It don't have to be clear because he ain't doing shit.
Energy into every conversation, and basically everybody sits down at the desk, and whoever the female host is says, "All right, guys, hand me over your balls. I'm going to hold them until we're off TV."
Let's just stop.
That's got to stop.
To help with some of the buffering that it's doing.
I thought Maria Taylor put Kirk Herbstreit in a spot. I just saw Sam Ponder last week, and we've been talking about last Sunday. Oh, Randy, how can the Raiders play? Oh, they got such heavy hearts. John Gruden said, DeMar Smith has big lips. I just don't know how they could play. Randy, come cry on my shoulder. All that BS has to stop. The Emasculated Sports Personalities Network has to be checked. The crying game that they've instituted. Do we have the clip of all the crying, all the Tears for Jeers group? Do we have that clip?
And so you can't relate to that if you're white, but you can listen and you can try to help, because this is not okay. It's just not.
Oh, that's so fake.
Out to me, you know. Like, I know it's getting better, but it's not better yet, and better for everybody. And you know, like, we just got to keep, you know, staying together, man, and just doing what we can.
Yeah. And for us to be moving back and not forward in 21st century, like I said, man, National Football League, this hurts me. The clock is ticking,
playing
man.
Violence.
Balls enough for all these guys that have been emasculated.
Man, pause it.
I'm on this show, fearless.
Man, I right now I have to say I kind of like what Justin Whitlock is saying right now, because it is All these grown ass men were crying on TV talking about social justice issues. We talk about that shit all the time. Do we ever cry?
Not like talking about.
Them niggas is doing it for the camera, man.
Oh, we know this. You know what I'm saying? That's why we say. That's why we talk shit about them. But it is a bad image that they just projecting out there. That a lot of sensitive people are catching. Like he was crying.
They gonna push play.
We
I'm
got to
just
stop
saying,
this racism. You know,
from from what I've from what I've seen, though, I'm kind of liking Jason Whitlock already. We only about a minute in, though. He ain't said
I mean,
nothing wrong. He's
what's called
pointing out these grown ass men crying all the goddamn time.
man, I ain't gonna lie, he was sucking Kwame's balls, but goddamn, but it was a good interview. You know what I'm saying? He did say some stuff, but I just can't align myself with Kwame Brown and him being the toxic masculine that they describe toxic
Well, here's the thing. I don't have to align myself with
masculinity is
Kwame
for.
Brown.
That ain't no fish
I
bone.
don't, I don't have to align myself with Kwame Brown, but if he says something right, I can agree with it. That's about as far as I'm willing to go. Is say like, well, yeah, the nigga got a point. He makes sense, but
Oh hell no,
everybody
hell
knows
no,
my position with Kwame Brown.
man. When this campaign first started, I said the same thing. You said, what did you say?
Oh no, but I'm saying again, our preference. Everybody knows I do not fuck with Kwame Brown because Kwame Brown is exactly the person that he said he was fighting against. I don't fuck with it, but he still can say some good shit. I have not. I don't watch Kwame Brown, so this will be the first time that I've actually heard something from him in some months. So I'm interested to see what he has to say. Well, yeah, when I started off, I remember when I started off, I was like, well, Kwame, fuck with you. Soto gang, at least I thought he was. But I was like, bro, you're doing too much goddamn talking. You're going to find out that you're going to become the thing that you say you're fighting against. And here we are. All he do is talk about niggas. Same thing he got on Stephen A. Smith about doing in mainstream media. That's what he does. I don't like that.
I, I still think him and Stephen A. need to beat up somewhere and just put on the gloves.
Stephen A. Smith is granddaddy's age. Why would he need to fight him?
Man,
It's an old ass man.
because then his mouth overloaded his ass. He need to shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody
I do.
playing right
Nobody
now.
would.
He said too
No.
much. If it were me, say one more thing. Say
If
one
it
more
was
damn.
if it was Charles Barkley or somebody, Stephen A. Smith's age, then yeah, I could agree with you. Kwame Brown is 20, 25 years younger than that man. He's supposed to whoop his ass. He won't win any awards for beating up Stephen A. Smith. In fact, people be like, nigga, you 7 feet. We expected you to. Go beat up Shaq, then we'll be impressed. Beat up Yao Ming, somebody your height.
But then, hold on. Let me put this in. Good gosh.
Yeah,
But
just push play while you're coughing.
hold on real quick. But that makes sense as far as did you see the Tommy's live earlier as far as with Jay Williams? Was that earlier?
It was yesterday. I
That
caught
was
bits
just
and pieces of it. I hadn't watched the whole thing. That's why I was saying he
okay.
kind of went at
Okay.
Stephen A. Smith. So
But you see it. You should see how Stephen A. was bucking up and shit. You know what I'm saying? If he talks that shit, and he still was talking shit to that man, put the gloves on. I mean, you built like that. He's not thinking about his own health. You talking
it
shit to grown men.
wasn't up. He was talking shit in terms of
If,
what
if,
they were talking about. He didn't say, "Nigga,
if
let's go outside."
man, all of us can see he ain't built like that. But the
Why
stuff
we
he
all got
say
to go outside?
automatically, because they on TV, they just can't come out right and say, "Let's go outside." But you already should know what time it is if you talking like how you talking. I mean, you from that side of the track.
Sir, I do not agree with
You
that line of thinking. I do not believe in putting your hands on somebody because they said something you don't like. That is
know,
childish and barbaric at least.
Hey, the game ain't fair. Damn.
Nigga, do you know how many people's asses would be whooped right now if it was legal to whoop somebody's ass because they talk shit? There wouldn't be a lot of people left on the world in good health. They're just words, man. Sticks and stones. Sticks and stones.
A fight is a fight, but you live to fight another day though. So
First play, man. Man said, I'm trying to whoop somebody's ass.
Oh, what the hell wrong with it?
There's no woman that's going to be sitting there saying, hey, guys, give me your balls. You get to keep your balls. And this entire show and endeavor, and again, it's why I'm having Kwame on, I'm trying to inspire men to stand up and be men. I'm trying to build a fearless army. And it's not just the personalities.
Kwame
I'm actually
is not
talking
the
directly to
man's
you.
man, though, sir.
Are you man enough to be fearless? Because if you're not,
Pause.
you're going to continue castrated and emasculated
Jason Whitlock.
society.
You do realize
they're going to continue.
This man's man you're talking about gets on social media and talks about his baby mama. This man's man said he ain't playing for Guardian ad litem, or as he said, Guardian and Lightning. He not paying for that, he said. This man's man that you said made fun of his 22-year-old son for being a barber. Did you do any research on this man before you just decided to heap all this praise on him? Chris, he did this. He premiered this tonight, so I'm guessing they recorded it either earlier this morning or sometime yesterday, because he premiered it this evening. See you later. Good night, Lisa.
First I heard of it.
Yeah, it's a fairly new episode though, Chris. It just aired. I can press play, sir. I just had to stop Jason Whitlock for a second. He was like, "That's why I brought Kwame on, because he's a man's man." Wait a minute. Why do you say that, sir?
If you're not man enough, if you're not fearless enough to stand up. And so for those of you watching on YouTube, youtube.com/Jason Whitlock, hop in those comments, hop in the live chat, hit the likes button. But also I need you to put in the live chat in the comments that you're man enough to join the fearless army. You're man enough to be inducted into a fearless army. And for the ladies watching, I need you to be woman enough to say you're going to support these fearless men as we attempt to take this country back from the people that are emasculating and castrating traditional men. We got to put the Emasculated Sports Personalities Network on notice that we're not taking this anymore. That black men just don't get to go run on TV and have a white woman say dance or cry, and then they fall apart because John Gruden sent an email.
Ooh.
Man up. We're living in that time for people to man up. If you're not willing to man up, go sit in the corner somewhere, get off TV, go play house somewhere, go pretend like you're down for, oh my God, if someone says they're transphobic or they're trans or whatever, I'm down with that. And we must support the trans community. And again, I'm not anti-trans, but this little, well, hell, maybe I am, because this whole little thing of however I feel, that's who I am. I'm calling bullshit on that. I'm not remaking the world because someone feels like a woman, because some biological man feels like a woman. I'm not going to sit here on the sidelines and watch them say, oh yeah, little boy, you can go compete against these girls, steal their joy, their accomplishments. I'm not sitting on the sidelines and just taking that. And if that offends someone, I don't care. They don't care if their point of view offends me. I don't care if mine offends them.
I agree.
So, all right, I'm running a little late to get to the star of the show. Kwame Brown's coming on. Let me just say this before we get to Kwame. I want to tell you about my friends at Good Ranchers. For the best quality meats, you need to start shopping with our friends over at Good Ranchers. Stop going to your local grocery store and purchasing ungraded and imported meats from overseas. Get with Good Ranchers and experience the best. It's 100% American farm-raised chicken and grass-fed grain finished beef. Their beef is of the highest USDA grade possible and will simply amaze you in the taste and quality, especially when compared to their competitors. Whether it's their family feast, their Rancher's Classic, or their great prime seafood package, you'll get an amazing meal for everyone in your family to truly enjoy. Stop waiting. Go order right now. Go join. This is how you induct yourself
for this. I wonder how
all
much
of
he got paid
this
for
attention.
that advertisement.
I think he opened the space for other people in the sports world like myself to follow in behind him and come in with a bit more of a masculine energy, a traditional male energy and point of view that I think is necessary if this country is going to survive. If we keep going down this emasculated role and keep letting all these punks drive all the conversation, America's done. So Kwame, welcome to Fearless.
This is the closest
and I'm
to
wondering, we'll start here,
mainstream
Kwame,
media
when
this man has gotten
Matt
since he
Barnes
blew up.
Jackson in check, did you think it would lead to all of this? Did you think like, oh, I'm about to really impact the culture?
Absolutely not. It just seems like I think a lot of the stuff that I've been saying, men speak like that anyway. We just have to hide in the closet or in the barbershop. No pun intended with the whole closet thing, but men have been speaking like that for forever. It's just now.
Oh, damn. He said we got to hide in the closet. Sir, I've never had to hide in the closet.
So
that wasn't no pun. Nigga, you meant that.
Between and a man who speaks in a way that's disrespectful, that you would not speak to a man to his face without conflict, I think people saw the difference and they gravitated toward me.
So
pause.
When this happened,
Sir,
and you got all of this attention, what was your reaction? How did you like, whoa, there's an opportunity here? I've been doing a YouTube channel before.
Yeah, so nigga, you ain't a kid like you. They gravitated to you initially. Ain't nobody watching you now. Well, I take that back. I won't say nobody's watching you, but nigga, you went from 40,000 people watching you live to 1,500. They stopped gravitating towards you for some reason. Wonder what that is.
Told you, boy, he did. Jason was sucking balls, boy.
Well, I mean, he just asked Kwame a question. I'm really talking about Kwame's response, saying they just gravitated towards me. And that was initially like, nigga, this interview should have been 6 months ago. They ain't gravitating towards you now. Let me do my research. Let me push play while I do my research. Because like I said, I ain't watched this channel, so let me go look at his numbers.
For that, but what were those first days and weeks like when you became a YouTube star and it became quite clear that you had created a voice and a space for Kwame Brown to be heard?
Well, the first week, like I said, I pretty much took it as business as usual. I didn't like once it started going into the second and third week when Charlamagne the God and Jamel Hill and some of the people start saying language that I knew that as a black man could paint a picture of you that others that may not have known you or never met you on that type of level could cause a negative effect in real life. Using words like violence, painting a picture of my family and my father and telling me things that I did not know. That's when I knew I was on to something. I'm like, you know what, this is getting a little scary. You know, it started off by me trying to check two peers of mine in a sports world that they are supposed to understand on the same level as I understand it, and that you don't stop another man's earning. I haven't played basketball in over 10 years and 10 plus years. And so for me to be able to walk around this earth and you still bring my name up in a negative light, I'm a hero to some kids. I'm a mentor to certain kids. And those kids keep hearing stuff that you think about me as an opinion. That can kind of sway the narrative and in today's world make that kid think that a person like myself doesn't have any validity.
So you try to use words,
which I absolutely do.
And that's where my defense of you really started and my understanding of what you were doing. Because you talk about kids, I'm thinking about your own kids. And I'm thinking like, this man is saying, hey, look, Matt Barnes, Steven Jackson, Stephen A. Smith, y'all think y'all just talking about me, but you're actually talking about the father of these kids who could actually hear these comments and look at their daddy like, oh, you're a laughing stock.
Pause. those same kids can hear Kwame Brown get on the internet every day and talk shit about other black men, and they also can log on and hear them talking about their mom. Come on, Jason. Come on, Jason. So again, you haven't done any research on this man that you're sitting down talking to. Because if you had, you wouldn't have said that shit. Well, I'm thinking about your kids. He ain't even thinking about his own kids when he get up on camera and call their mamas a bitch. When he gets up there and says, I cheated on your mom and had this baby with somebody else somewhere else. He's not thinking about his fucking kids, Jason Whitlock.
Man, wait, it gets worse. Boy, it gets worse.
I snap, I think, allegedly. Boy. That nigga said, I'm
understood where Kwame was like, no, y'all got to cut this out. When I was playing basketball and y'all want to talk about me on the court, but now that I've transitioned into a father, a provider, someone in my community, and just for y'all to get some cheap laughs or giggles off, that's what I respected. I saw a father standing up.
Right. So what can you do as a black man to get respect? If you're saying that me making history and me providing for my family, me making it to the 1%,
Sir, you made history, but you sucked.
I'm always cheering one for over a decade. What can you do as a black man for society to look at you as a man? Without, it's never seems to be good enough. You have to be the best of the best. So to be good enough, you have to be LeBron or this elite group. So what does that say to the football coach who's helping train these athletes, who's helping sending kids to college, who's a good man, who's a good father? Like, what is he on the spectrum if a #1 draft pick, if you're going to just hold him to a game his entire life, like nothing about his life is good because your opinion of his basketball skills were subpar or below par? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Pause. So are you saying, my nigga, that you're not without basketball, without you sucking at basketball, you're not a man? Basketball was just one half of your life. You accept the criticism because you've called yourself a busty bust. You trademarked it. So you've accepted that. Why does it bother you that people say what you've already accepted? That was only one part of your life, sir. That does not complete you. Your job does not make you who the fuck you are. So that was a dumbass question that you asked. There's garbage men out there that aren't proud of their job and people make fun of them, but they've accepted their job, but they're not seen as any less of a man when they go out in society. It's just a couple assholes to be like, oh, you pick up garbage for a living. Go ahead, man.
Man, that looked like a very peaceful job.
No, I'm just saying that. But
I'm picking up garbage cans.
Yeah, it is, but that's just what they do for a living. That doesn't define them as a man. He's trying to make it seem like people calling him a bust defines him as a man. And as a 40-year-old man, he should not give a fuck about what people who don't know him think about him.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm just weird.
Those some ugly collars. I don't know.
Oh, you talking about his shirt with the ugly collar? Damn. I caught it. It is revenue.
Yeah, them shit's like
one draft pick, throws off people's expectations, and really, the other thing that shook me or surprised me was like, I'm a pretty good sports journalist, think I follow everything really closely, but until you stood up in May, I really hadn't properly analyzed your career and what happened. And so you put some perspective on like where the Wizards were at that time, how Jordan wanted to win immediately and had no real interest in developing an 18 or 19-year-old kid at that time. That I don't know why that never clicked in my head in real time when this was going on, but and that's what I was disappointed with, from Steven Jackson to Matt Barnes to Stephen A. Smith. Y'all supposed to understand the game. Y'all follow it very, very closely. Two of these guys played in the NBA. Why couldn't they put those pieces together? You had to put the pieces together for everybody else, but that's And again, I'm not trying to tee you up to take any shots at Michael Jordan or what, because the past is the past, but you were put in a very tough spot in Washington because of where Jordan was at that time in his career and how he wanted to win right now.
So has
Yeah, I mean, and I tell
Jason
you all the
Whitlock
time,
ever called him a bust?
I never talk bad about him because, like I said, he gave my family the opportunity to play.
And my mic on. I'm not even sure.
I'm quite sure he has. That's why he said, I'm surprised it didn't click for me back then. I'm sure he called him a bust and said he sucked back then too. Now that the man's in front of him, well, I can understand why you sucked. This is what I don't understand about people who say, okay, Jordan did do that. Here's the thing. If Kwame Brown came in the league and was in practice hooping like LeBron, Jordan would have had no problem with playing alongside him. Just like he had no problem playing along a rookie Scottie Pippen, because Scottie Pippen was in practice busting folks' ass. So had Kwame Brown actually not sucked, Jordan would have had no problem with him because you know what? He would have been able to help. He young, but this little motherfucker is getting buckets.
Well, man, we don't got 20 minutes into this video, and Kwame didn't get his cheerleader to come up here.
I'm like Chris, like, what was the excuse for the other 12 years? Because he was only with Jordan for 2.
Mm.
He was with Jordan for 2. So when Jordan left, he had his best season ever, his third year when Jordan left.
Kobe later.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He stayed in Washington for 4 years. So when Jordan left after the second year, he had a third year by himself. He had a career highs in points and rebounds, never duplicated that again. So the third year was his best season in the NBA. Fourth season, fell off. Fifth season, got with Kobe, fell off. Sixth season, fell off. Seventh, just fell off. So if we're going to blame Jordan for the first 2 years, what the fuck happened, like Chris said, the last 12?
Hey, I'm not even sure.
And if Jordan treated him so bad, why the fuck was he walking around in Jordan shoes fucking up his Adidas contract? If Jordan treated him so bad, why did he say he sent his kids to Jordan camp and shit? You said who didn't come up here and defend him?
His cheerleader.
Who is that? JoyChitChat?
Mm-hmm.
She put her emoji in the chat. She put her emoji in the chat. She know how to hit the link. You can press play though, sir.
Ball based on my talent. But me being around Michael and just me being around, I've been around a lot of great players. And to be that good, you have to be a little bit selfish. And so MJ is one of those guys that, people are afraid of. They're not going to go against. They know what happened to me in Washington. All the reporters, that's why when I finally came out and said something, everybody kind of was
pause. I just got to ask a question.
One
pause. Eaton Thomas was a rookie on that team as well. Why didn't that happen to him? Rip Hamilton was a rookie on that team. Why didn't that happen to him? Just you. So apparently them two niggas were better than you. Don't nobody know who the fuck Eaton Thomas is. We know who Rip Hamilton is. But Eaton Thomas still had a better career than you when he was drafted as a rookie. Same draft. Had the same Michael Jordan on that team. Went through the same practices. He just was better than you. That's why he got more playing time. What are you saying,
Would it
Matt?
have been better for him to say that would it be better for him to say that his mind just couldn't transfer from high school straight to the pros? You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much. But if he was going to say that, then that meant it never clicked, though. Because, again, you're at that position, you expected to do some shit. If you don't, then you just got to live up with you suck. Darko Milicic gets made fun of all the time, and that nigga won a ring. Number 2 draft pick, was a bust, considered a bust, even though he got a ring. He ain't out here crying.
Man, shit. He was young enough to sit out a year, at least his 5th or 6th year, if he felt a certain way. Sit out and come back, study the game, get your coordination together, pick up some weight. You know what I'm saying? Come back, bang on niggas. None of that. Just
Bro, he could have been in the gym with Kobe and Jordan. I don't think this is what people understand. This man was around 2 of the greatest players in basketball. These niggas were known for staying after hours in the gym. Was Kwame Brown? If he wanted to learn the game and pick up shit, who better to teach you than Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan? What's up, Mark?
don't he look like a gecko?
That's those Geechee jeans, sir.
That came and challenged me on anything I said because they already knew the answer to it, and they still know the answer to it. But MJ is still and forever going to be rooted into the
The
sports
answer
world.
is you
Even
suck.
reporters now, if you say the wrong thing, you probably could be out of a job. So I understood early on, that I was being used as like a pawn because so many players came out of high school, and that was damaging the college's bottom line. For players to go to colleges, that's like me. When I was going to go to University of Florida, it was going to be me, David Lee, and James White, where you got 3 McDonald's All-American, and then you had Anthony Roberson coming in the next year, and then you had I think you had Mike Miller was still there. He was going to be there when I got there my freshman year, and Teddy Dupay. So you're talking about having 5 or 6 McDonald's All-Americans on one campus on one team. That's a lot of money. I keep telling people this thing is about money. And us black folks, we haven't wake up and smelled the coffee yet. We keep taking our talent and making other people enrich. And when you don't play by the rules, you get the treatment of Kwame Brown. If you go back and watch any game I played, whether it be year 3, year 4, or year 8, when I'm playing well, if you listen to the
So what
commentators,
rules didn't Kwame Brown play by? I'm just asking for a friend. What rules didn't this? I said, what rules didn't this nigga play by? He said, if you don't play by the rules, you become a Kwame Brown. What does that mean? Nigga, you only had Jordan for 2 years. You got to explain the other 12 where you didn't do shit but collect the check. You got to explain that.
To me, it looked like I don't know.
You got to explain why you sucked
conspiracy.
in the big 3.
He sucked, yeah, but I don't know. That's hard to explain to him.
It's not hard to explain. This nigga is making excuses for sucking at his job. But I digress.
Yeah, I don't want to make up no excuses for him. It ain't no excuse for him being a bum, but something did look kind of odd.
What looked odd was this nigga was 7 feet tall and couldn't get more than 3 rebounds a game. That's what looked odd.
Man, he was getting more than that in live, man. Come on. That's when niggas.
Nope, the video game wasn't even letting him ball.
I was using them the way I should. The way. I'm an old school player. You know what I'm saying? A center is a center. You won't need to be nowhere else. So I don't know. You block shots and get rebounds. That's all I need you to do.
Sir, he was airballing. He was airballing layups. Hey, Bam.
But he was
airballing layups.
What's up, Bam?
How many posters of Kwame Brown dunking on niggas have you seen? How many highlights of Kwame Brown dunking on niggas have you seen?
In the archives, man.
That's why it's funny he was missing layups, because nigga, you supposed to dunk the ball. You didn't see Shaq laying the ball up. He dunked. What happened? We went silent. Did you hit play?
There's one game I got 28 points, 13 rebounds in Miami, and they're still talking about me being the #1 draft pick. They're never talking about what I'm doing now, and they never looked at the analytics to say,
That's the
man, when this
best
guy
game
plays
that nigga ever had.
game, he's on pace with every, all top 10 guys in the league at his position. They never looked at that. They just looked at he was the #1 draft pick. Michael said he was a bust. Michael said he had small hands, and that's been the narrative ever since.
So, big picture, Kwame, what your YouTube channel, what you're trying to do in the media space, what's your purpose? What's your message? What do you want your viewers, your audience to glean from Kwame Brown?
I want Black folks to stop negotiating from their neighborhoods and where they're from and all their shortcomings. They make us look at our position as it's just an opportunity of a lifetime. We're doing you a favor. No, look at the numbers of how many of us Blacks are in the sports world. We are dominating the sports world. We're dominating a lot of different spaces. We're just not owning anything. So I believe Master P and his sons could start a domino effect. And shout out to the Millers. They're going to force people to go down and watch this young kid play. They're gonna right away. Cash is going to be going to this HBCUs and sponsorships, and that's what more and more of these top athletes need to do. They need to take some of that power back by going to some of these Black schools, so you don't have to beg for money. They'll get the big
Pause. I do not agree with these kids going to college. These kids should be able to go pro straight out of high school. And that's why I tell anybody, because now they have leagues where you can be 14 or 15 and go ahead and go pro in the United States now. That's been happening all over the world for basketball players and athletes. If you're good enough, Ricky Rubio, Mark Gasol, several overseas players were playing professional basketball at 14, 15, getting paid. Fuck a HBCU, fuck Duke, fuck all these other universities. If you're good enough to go pro now. Colleges will always be there. You can always get your degree. But what you can't get back is injury time. If you get injured, you're a good player and you get injured in college, you get no pro money. You lose your scholarship in most cases.
I mean, but it is in a way kind of protecting the NBA from their investments though. Because if you go straight from high school straight into the pros, a lot of these kids are just going to waste the money and don't put out.
I don't care about that. What do kids that are working at McDonald's and shit do with their money at 18, straight out of high school? Waste it. I don't give a damn about that. If they're good enough to play, they should be able to play.
But still, they work every day. But if you're paying these kids, you know what I'm saying?
That's work.
8, 9 million, 10 million.
That's work. And that's what Kwame Brown got. And he got good money and he didn't go to work. My bad. Go ahead.
And you get these irresponsible kids go out and do something stupid, twist their ankle, fuck up something on their leg where they out for the season and shit like that, being young and dumb. You know what I'm saying? There's no
if they do it in college, then their career is over. They don't get to go to the pros. They didn't get paid, and all they did was make that university that they were at until they got injured millions of dollars. Now they have it where the college kids can now get paid off their image and likeness and shit, but that's going to cause a whole nother set of problems when you got a quarterback on Alabama making $1 million and you might have somebody that barely plays making $2,000 or $3,000. That's where the jealousy comes in. That's where the robbery comes in. This nigga stunned, he got all of this. That is just going to open up a whole nother can of worms. That's why all other sports allow, except for football and basketball, the two that are dominated by Blacks, they allow you to go out and go pro as early as you want to. Freddie Adu, 14, playing soccer. Millionaire. He didn't live up to the hype. He ain't out here crying either. Bryce Harper, some people can say, he hasn't really lived up to the hype, but he ain't complaining about it. He's still out there putting up numbers. Nobody will ever call him a bust. They may say he wasn't the great player that they projected him to be, but nobody will call him a bust.
Mm-hmm. True.
There's too many goddamn leagues for these kids to go to and make money now for them to be like, I'm going to go to this college and make y'all some money. Fuck that. Y'all better get y'all money. And I never thought I would be the guy saying that, but it makes sense now. There's too many leagues for teenagers to go to and start making money off their craft now. Because even in sports, you only got a certain amount of years that you can play. Everybody don't get to play 20 years, 19 years, and 18 years like LeBron and Kobe and some of these other people. Average NBA career is 10 years. You can go to college once you leave the league. Like Shaq did.
Football might be setting the record right now.
I can kind of understand why football does it, though.
I mean, football, boy, Brady talking about playing the goddamn 55 years old.
I wouldn't want to see a 18. I wouldn't want to see an 18-year-old out there getting hit by J.J. Watt. That just is something I don't want to see. Tom Brady ain't playing that damn long. Like, Tom Brady wants to play that long, but Tom Brady has to be realistic. He's not going to be able to throw a ball more than 40 yards for another 2-3 years.
Man,
at some point, his arm's going to get tired.
Man, he would have to have an all-Madden line.
Fuck the all-Madden line. He won't be able to throw the ball 40 yards. Do you remember Peyton Manning's last season when he was benched for Brock Osweiler? That's what happens when you get old. You just can't throw the ball no more. You want to, but it just ain't moving. You got an old man arm. And Brady's what, 43 now?
Yeah.
I think this may be his last season, but they cutting up right now. But shit, he can't beat Father Time forever. I think the oldest football player to ever stay in was a kicker. And that's because they don't get hit. So they can kick, but even then, they lose strength in their legs when they get to a certain age.
Yeah, I think he was about 45, 46, the kicker.
What was it? Damn, what's the dude's name? He was the Colts kicker and the Patriots kicker. Vinatieri. Yeah, Vinatieri was 40-something when he retired.
Because the only person I can think of before that was probably Testaverde.
Testaverde was a quarterback, but he was still...
He was 43, 44 around his last years.
He wasn't fucking starting, though. That nigga was coming off the bench.
Yeah, matter of fact, yeah, he was. He was in controversy.
Somebody must have got injured.
I think he was down in Miami or something. This was like early. Yeah, he was definitely a bench player that came from the Jets, I believe, at that time. When you go old school, I can start to move. When the new school, I done lost track. It's like, this shit whack. Back to this guy there going, what do I call him, a gecko? Yeah.
No choice. We're coming to see talent. And that will swing our negotiating position a little bit better. So we're not talking about, like Allen Iverson. I always talk about Allen Iverson. I have friends that I grew up with that they were on a path of a life of crime. But because they watched Allen Iverson play basketball, they put guns down, they put the bad behavior that they were doing away because they looked at AI because he looked like them. He had the tattoos, he had the sleeve, he had the braids. They was like, well, he can make it, then I can make it. And it's that belief and that ideal. That's all sometimes kids can hold on to. So we have to stop allowing the media to change the image of the kids that look like us. Do I agree with everything that AI did? Absolutely not. You can't agree with everything any man does or any human does. But at the end of the day, he represented and he looked like a real normal black male. And it's hard to find that in the media. It's hard to find that on TV, period now. Just a regular black man that you would go have a beer with.
My take on that, Kwame, is one of the dangerous messages we've gotten into, in my view, is there's so much focus on allegedly what we can't do because of racism. And there's virtually no focus on what we can do if we put our mind to it. That's where, when I listen to your channel, that's what I hear underneath your message is like, hey, let's tell people what they can do, because if Kwame Brown can come out of his situation, how and again, you were blessed to be 6'11", and I get it, but there's still a lot of obstacles you had to overcome. And so there should just be more of a focus on.
See, that's the thing. People think it's just about height. I have cousins that's 7 foot. I have brothers that's 6'10", 6'11". Like you said, it's about decision making. It's about mindset and decision making. They made mistakes that allowed me to look at their situation and say, you know what? There's no rose petals at the end of that tunnel. I see where that's going to take me. So let me try something different. So you're absolutely right. People talk about where I'm from, my level of education. They talk about my father, but they won't talk about the perseverance and how I made it despite of all those negative things. Same way when they talk about Lamar Jackson. When we talk about black folks in general, we always seem to highlight what we think they can't do. This guy is like one of the #1 quarterbacks who made history, who done things that other quarterbacks have not done. These so-called great quarterbacks, but we always talk about his in-the-pocket passing. It's always like we're never good enough. And I'm tired of black people accepting people telling them that they're not good enough when we do so many great things.
Kwame, what's your take? I see you a lot of times with an American flag on your hat, and that's another part of the messaging that I think has gotten out of hand from athletes. Is like we're dumping on the country that, when you go look around the rest of the world, there's more opportunity for us here than any place else.
Right. I mean, I ask some of these athletes that you get them into a quiet space without the TV on and be like, okay, well, you got mad at me for having a flag on my YouTube, but why do you think so many people are coming here? And when you try to get them to explain that, it's the craziest answers you're ever going to hear. And it's like, this country has problems. Every country has problems. But for you to be a black man in America and with a high school diploma, I think LeBron just has a high school diploma as well, and you can accumulate millions of dollars and you can get you some property, and those same rights that are afforded to white men are now afforded to you as long as you're a law-abiding citizen. I don't understand what the issue is. I mean, we had forefathers that died and fought for our rights, so we didn't have to fight so hard. So I'm not going to sit here and cry about and worry about things that I can't change. My mom used to always tell me, it don't matter. Just focus on what you can do. In every situation, I used to come back crying, Mama, they did this. Mama, he said that. It don't matter. Focus on what you can do. What can you do to change the situation? What can you do to better your situation? And every time I analyze and I look at it like that, I usually find the answer despite, the frustration.
One of the things that I think inspires your point of view that's different from mine. I grew up in Indianapolis. My father owned a bar in the inner city. And so my kind of mentality of like, I'm going to provide for myself, I'm going to take care of myself comes from, my father and what he accomplished. But I think part of where your mentality comes from is like, hey, man, I got some property. I know how to farm. I can produce my own food. That I can survive regardless of
We
what
have
happens.
not seen this man farm shit. He ain't showed us no garden.
Produce your own food. That the good old boy and the farm.
Man, we haven't seen nothing.
Right, he's just told us what the fuck he does. We haven't seen
We
it.
haven't even seen him sitting in a tractor. He didn't even take us for a spin.
I haven't seen the chickens that he said needs trees. I hadn't seen the chickens yet.
By now, this country nigga would have showed us all that shit. Think
Pretty
about
much, he just started stunning with everything else. And not to mention, we saw the damn property from the Google satellite. So we saw the overhead area of his house and his land. There ain't no farm shit back there.
That motherfucker bought Debo's pigeon coop. That's all it.
There ain't even no chicken coops back there. That's what I'm saying. If you Google Earth this nigga shit from above, which Tommy showed, you didn't see any of this. It was like 3 cars in the front and just a dirt patch and some trees in the back where he was clearing out trees.
Man, you didn't see that $250,000 birdhouse sitting up in the tree, man? Damn.
No.
Man, that shit was goddamn gold, man. Goddamn had little sparkles up in it and shit.
I like Jason Whitlock's mic though. Can't lie. Can't hate on his mic, but Jason Whitlock really did not do any. He's viewing Kwame Brown from 6 months ago. He hasn't done any subsequent follow-ups or research on the man from 6 months ago.
He says he keeps up with Kwame Brown. It's coming.
Well, okay. Well, if he keeps up with Kwame Brown, if he keeps up with him, then he's willfully lying in this interview, saying you grow your own food, and well, you haven't seen this. You heard him say it but you
Man,
didn't see him
man,
do it.
come on, man. You from Memphis, man. You know you see hustling going on, man. This nigga got that shit.
Well, I ain't mad at him, but I'm
That's
doing my job. I ain't mad at him.
all
I'm
it
just
is.
doing my job.
What you call it? He don't know nothing. He didn't see nothing. Yeah, he just want his money.
Joy, fuck the tractor.
Get up here and defend him. Shit. You
She
supposed to be
don't
the
want no. She
cheerleader.
don't want no smoke.
Oh, damn.
She knows she been acting like a peasant lately. She don't want no smoke.
Man, but business is business. Suck that shit up. God damn.
Business is business. She know better than to do the shit that she's been doing.
Ain't nobody else got to know. Ain't nobody else got to know to play it off.
They don't know.
Let's
It's
keep
just acting like a peasant. They don't know. Well, actually, they do know because I typed in her chat. I do not approve what you're doing at all right now, ma'am. I thought we said we were done with this nigga.
Man, I was trying to get ready for this show. I was walking past the screen reading this shit. Like, goddamn.
We can't win shit off dude. Like we can't win. We have nothing to gain off that nigga. But gray hair and a waste of hours.
And besides, I don't think he know how to play fair. So it ain't no fun.
I don't know what playing fair is. I'm just gonna ignore this nigga like I did prior to last week. Say what the fuck he want to. Won't hear shit else from me about him. Other than wait a minute. Other than this, wait a minute. Pete and a nigga literally is not talking to a peasant. You want me to talk to you right now. You want me to talk to you right now. The world sees this, you ignorant ass bitch. That is all the recognition he will get from me. Oh, and this other one. Hold on, I gotta do this other one.
Gears, he's basically asking for a welfare check. Are you there? Can you breathe? Gears, we need you back.
That's pretty much the only recognition that nigga will ever get from me again.
Damn.
There's too much shit going on in life to worry about this nigga. Who is this little nigga? Nobody. Continue. Cause I didn't address this nigga too much already.
Armor or whatever, just I can take care of myself because I'm from the South. I was taught how to hunt and fish. All of that kind of contributes to your point of view and the masculinity that you show. Am I accurate about that?
Yeah, I mean, I was just raised by older men. Like, I'm not a Renaissance man. I don't know how to do everything, but I just know how to take care of myself. I mean, it's just, I was raised up with a loving mother, but she understood that with my father going, I also needed a man around. So I was raised with my uncles and the older gentleman that took me to work. He didn't allow me to make excuses. He didn't look at.
Pause. This is the first time we've ever heard about this uncle and the older gentleman.
Society and let my situation be a crutch.
And that sounds like the story Thomas told about the white dude that said, I'm gonna be here at this time. If your ass ain't out there, I'm gonna keep going. That sounds exactly like Thomas' story. But I've never heard of him talk about the uncles being around and the men, because he was always talking about how his brothers was in jail and shit. He didn't have no man. He's never talked about having men around. You hearing this shit?
Man, now this jungle mix that I don't mixed up got my antennas out. And this is what I'm feeling. Why do this sound so fucking rehearsed? This nigga don't brought up his mama twice. Nigga, this is the first time you've been on TV. You on Blaze TV at that. You know how many people
ain't TV. He was on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. But no, it's Blaze TV, the channel. You know,
well, they probably
that's a big
network. Yeah, it came on Jason Whitlock's
he under Blaze
channel first.
Really?
I thought it was under I thought the one you sent me was under his Fearless link.
Jason it is. Whitlock's Fearless. No, you don't see the B. You don't see the B on the bottom of the screen. It's a Blaze network. Blaze TV. But yeah, we got that on. It's just this dude talked about his mama twice. This is the first time you've been on this big of a network, and this is a big network. All right, I don't understand.
Whitlock is Blaze TV.
He talking about his masculinity. You talking about your mama?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, wait a minute. I've never heard you say that you were around Uncle. He's never mentioned the uncle or this old guy. And that's why I said, that's why I had to stop and was like, wait a minute. He said the older man wouldn't let him make it. That sound like the Tommy story. But whatever. But seriously, I've never heard this man mention any males in his life. He always talked about mom. He made it seem like dad was locked up and his brothers were in and out of jail.
Mm-hmm. Well, he bring all that up too.
Yes, we're podding, sir. The link is in the chat if you would like to come up. For the 3 people that thumbed the video down, it has to suck being 3 lonely, hateful motherfuckers. You see, y'all by yourself. Again, the dislike challenge is out there. Motherfuckers ain't won yet. Maybe tonight may be your night. Come on with it.
Back to the get-go.
Or an excuse. When my brothers went to prison and it was just my mom and we were on welfare and I wanted to go out and get a job, he looked at me and he told me the honest truth. No one cares that your brothers are in jail. No one cares that your mother is by herself with all you, the rest of you children. What are you going to do about it? You can be stupid and follow your brothers, or you can get up and go to work, which, you know, it won't be the most money in the world, but at least, you know, the things that come with a woman being by themselves, you would help her not have to deal with that. He told me and warned me about men coming around. He told me everything. And he was just honest with a 14-year-old. And right then and there, I made a decision. And I've been working since I was 14 years old. And just now that I'm 39, I learned how to work smarter and not harder, and just know what I need from life. And it's like, if you learn how to live with less, if you learn how to feed yourself, if you learn how to be more self-sufficient, then you don't need as much money.
So some people are critical of, you know, the tenor of your show. It's a bit more raw than what we're seeing from Kwame now. I watch your show and see the rawness, but I go, there's no way this dude isn't really smart, because that rawness is laced with an intellect and a common sense that could only come from a really intelligent person who, if he can go down to the street corner and talk to the boys in the hood,
Out of here.
and if he went and had to go talk to Barack Obama or
what is this
Donald
nigga said intelligent?
That conversation as well. What do you say to the people that, like, your show is too raw, it's too profane, and there's too much beef with your show?
Man, I don't know. How did he get all that?
I want to hear this answer. I want to hear this answer, because his show is full of a lot of beef.
I would ask them, where have they been under a rock for the last 40 years? Because my show represents reality and what you see outside. Most of the things I say is things that I either lived through or experienced or I actually see.
Sir,
when I quote a
your
rap song,
name
they don't
is
like me
Tammy is not anything that you live through, sir.
Six little B, 6 little H, let an N-word play in your throat babies. I'm trying to bust all on you. Now, here I am, a man with 4 daughters. So it's like, you're talking about the way that I speak, but listen to our music. Listen to who gets paid.
Pause. Now, if I'm to hear this correct, this young man is upset that his 4 daughters has to listen to Throat Baby. Okay, cool. They ain't got to listen to the radio. Keep that in the back of your mind. They don't have to listen to the radio, but I'll go with them. It's terrible that they have to hear Throat Baby. Is it not terrible that they have to hear you on your channel calling their mom a bitch? Your 4 daughters, sir. Something you would probably tell your daughters. If a man calls you that, blah, 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 you would probably go into a whole spiel about men that call women bitches. But it's okay when you do it, but your daughters can't. They can hear you call their mom bitch, but they can't hear throat baby. So just making sure we're clear on that. Hey, JoyChitChat.
Hello.
Ooh, I hope Tommy did go through this. I hope he did actually go through this. Ooh, he don't eat this shit up. How you doing? Have you been keeping up with what's going on?
Yes.
Since I don't have two rebirths.
You have any comments, feedback?
Just interesting commentary. I'm listening.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we're going back into play.
So, don't try to censor certain people, but if you give them the label of a rapper and you get money off of them, then it's free game for them to say whatever. So I just don't get it.
Well,
We got Lil Nas X. They'll send him to schools to make our kids like him, but then next thing you know, he's naked in a rap video, sliding down to the devils. You know what? And he'll be the third video up under baby videos. And so, but
You
I'm the bad
don't
guy
have
for
to
pointing
watch
out.
it, my nigga. You don't have to watch it.
Well, what I think you have tapped into, and it's why I'm such a big supporter, is like, if we're going to reach certain audiences and certain people, we have to engage them on a level that they understand and are attracted to. And then once we engage them, then we can expose them to a higher level of thinking, logic, a more strategic way of going about life. I think you're actually being very strategic. It's not something I can pull off. I can occasionally do it, but it's not something I can pull off. It's not the lane for me. But I see you creating an audience that eventually is like, okay, like Kwame, love what he's doing, but let me sample what Jason Whitlock does or what Boyce Watkins does. I see you opening doors for other people by
He doesn't
getting down
like
the
Boyce Watkins,
journey
sir.
and talking to people on the level that they understand.
Right, and then that's the thing they don't get. Even I have a white gentleman, blessed beyond belief.
Why you have to
On
tell us he was
YouTube,
white?
he follows my channel, and he's a Christian. He don't like the cursing at all, but he understands the bigger message. So what he does is he dissect what I'm saying, and he'll explain it to his audience in a way that they can receive it. And so that's what we all should do. But on YouTube, a lot of these guys, they want to be known as the best thinker and the best everything. I realize I have a ceiling in how far I can go and how far I can communicate with people. So if you like Jason Whitlock and how witty he is and the way he break it down, let me come over to Jason Whitlock's page, have a conversation with him. Don't bring all the cursing, and let's have a conversation. And then now you can go take it to your audience and break it down the way that they understand it. And a lot of people don't do that, which it limits us all, because nowadays we all try to find a reason not to like someone. As soon as I said I'm going on Jason Whitlock's show, first thing they said was, "Oh man, he talked bad about LeVar Ball. What do you think about that?" I'm like, he's a man. He has an opinion. Of course, I have a different
I
reason for
thought the
liking
same
LeVar Ball,
thing,
because
Mark.
I wish I had him.
He ain't put no address on it, so he could be talking about 100 niggas that he's been beefing with. He could be talking about the shitty draws trucker. He could be talking about Becky with the good hair. He could be talking about CB4. He could be talking about Tommy. He could be talking about Hassan Campbell. It's so many niggas he could be talking about. We don't know.
Hold on.
I mean,
Who's the
to
shitty
me,
jobs trucker?
I don't know. He's some truck driver that he talks shit. A YouTuber that's a truck driver that he talks shit about on a regular.
To me, it looked like, or it sounded like Tubby threw a shot at Tommy at the end.
Well, that's what. But I think it sounded like Kwame took a shot when he said some of these YouTubers want to be yada 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 yada. But again, it could be a whole bunch of people that he's talking about. He could be talking about Kevin Samuels, because he used to shout Kevin Samuels out, not so much. He stopped shouting Kevin Samuels out when Kevin Samuels shouted Tommy out.
Y'all like Jason Whitlock?
I don't have I'm with Jason. I'm 50-50 with Jason Whitlock. I agree with 50% of the shit he says, the other 50 I don't. Like, I saw this clip that he did earlier where he was going off on Stephen A. Smith and Jason Williams, and he was pointing out because Stephen A. Smith was like, "How many people did die? Have you seen anybody die from the vaccine?" And Jason Williams and them were like, "You don't want to go down that road." And then the moderator shut them down and went to a commercial break. And Jason Whitlock, I like what he pointed out there. He was like, "See, when shit get real, they get in a woman's ear." And he was like, with these women on these sports shows, he's like, you notice how none of them are ever unattractive. He was like, you got to be a 9 to get in those positions. And he said, it's just one of the girls, they're pretty facing, like, look at me, I'm fine, I got titties and ass.
Yeah, never really got nothing to say.
Yeah, they don't offer anything else.
So I like some of the shit he says, some of the shit I do not like when he just tried to make he doesn't like Michael Jordan, so Jordan can do no right to him.
Yeah.
So he came straight in like, Michael Jordan did you bad, and I don't understand how I didn't see it 20 years ago, but I see it now.
Yeah, I didn't like this guy used to hate Donovan McNabb. He used to kill him. I remember he used to write articles for Fox Sports way back in the day.
Yep.
I remember he used to shit on McNabb big time.
He should
like
have.
This guy.
And that made me sick.
No,
McNabb wasn't as bad as the media portrayed him to be.
Yeah, he got a bad rap.
I am an Eagles fan.
Yeah, you don't like him because of that.
He took y'all to a Super Bowl, sir.
With the game on the line. Still, we could have had more. How many times have you seen this guy with the game on the line? We can be in the red zone. A couple of seconds to go. This fool will walk up with the clock running like everything is cool and he just Mr. Macho shit. You know what I'm saying? He was arrogant.
Remember who he had as a coach? He had Andy Reid, and Andy Reid.
I never had a problem with Andy Reid.
Andy
Reid was a great coach.
Andy Reid has a problem with clock management. That's a known thing with him. He had the same issue in he was in Green Bay, wasn't he? At one point. Yep. He had an issue there with clock management, and even with another team after that. I think KC.
But when you're a playbook nerd, that tends to happen. I mean, you be scrambling. You got so many plays, man. It's just.
So how you gonna blame it on the quarterback then if the coach is mismanaging the game?
Because the quarterback is supposed to be the leader of that team, and he's supposed to have that playbook down packed.
Man, now
he's supposed to come in and help the coach. Like,
man, let me refresh you what Donovan McNabb did with the Eagles. He led the team to 8 playoff appearances and 5 NFC Division East championships and 5 NFC championship games. So every year, damn near, he had y'all a game away from the Super Bowl.
Yep, as a pocket passer.
And then when we got to the Super Bowl, this fool was not going to use the weapon. This fool did not use the weapons that got him to the Super Bowl. He's going to throw it to the injured guy. I don't want to hear that. No. And then the Patriots did cheat, man. I swear.
But I'm saying, so Donovan McNabb didn't really suck. Y'all just he didn't win as much as y'all thought. But shit, nobody has won as much as y'all want because y'all only won one damn Super Bowl with the backup quarterback.
That was my team. I have a right to criticize that bum.
So who do you think was better, Cunningham or McNabb?
Cunningham.
I ain't mad at that choice. Cunningham was the man back then.
Yeah, buddy.
That was a real with Reggie White. That was. I
don't know. I would even put Michael Vick over Donovan.
But Donovan McNabb is a good quarterback. He gets a bad rap.
When he went to Minnesota and to Washington, he sucked. But in the Eagles, he did his job with the Eagles. Man made the playoffs 8 times. Then you got to Google before he got drafted when the last time they made the playoffs was.
We don't care about all that. Do Jim Kelly and Thurman Thomas get any credit for going to 4 straight Super Bowls?
Yes, they do. That's why they're considered some of the greatest players in NFL history.
Yep.
Bruce Smith, all the mother, like, what nigga do you
Those,
can't say Bruce Smith? Hell,
those are
Frank
legends.
Wright even gets credit for going to 4 Super Bowls as a backup quarterback. He's the damn coach now.
I forgot about Bruce Smith. He from my area too.
The legend.
Didn't
Yeah.
win, made 4 straight Super Bowls, didn't win one. Nobody will say he's not one of the greatest DNs ever.
Hey, I played with him on Super
Cornelius
Bowl.
Bennett.
Always pick.
Cornelius Bennett. You got Andre Reed.
What was the name of that damn kicker for that team? That
Scott
Mr.
Norwood.
BB. Norwood had BB on that team.
Yeah.
Doug
He had a
Flutie.
team. Lofton. Is it Kenny Lofton?
Flutie was the backup, I believe.
I cried all 4 of those Super Bowls they lost, 2 especially because they lost. I hated the Cowboys. It was like, ugh, y'all can't beat them.
Yeah, they couldn't beat them. No.
Yeah, I was a Buffalo fan because that's the only channel we could get up here was the New York and Buffalo. So those are the only NFL games we got to see. So I was a diehard Bills fan.
I'm sorry.
Yo, all we used to get was Bills, and then come 4 o'clock, then we used to get a West Coast game, some random West Coast game. But it was always the Bills.
How we keep getting the football? Right now, let's get back to the game. Unless Joy had something to say.
But we got to it because PMP said he didn't like how Jason Whitlock used to criticize Donovan McNabb, and then you said Donovan McNabb sucked.
He did.
Got off track.
If 8 playoff appearances is sucking, then I guess he sucked.
If-
How many playoff appearances did Kwame Brown have in his illustrious NBA career? A whopping 0. Well, you know what? I take that back because Jordan and them did make the playoffs. He just didn't contribute that year.
He didn't make it with LA and Kobe.
He was traded. No, Kobe and them sucked.
Oh, okay,
They didn't start winning until he left. Remember when he got there? That was a couple years after that 3rd championship they had. Shaq had left, and he had like Nick Van Exel, J.R. Ryder in them.
J.R. Ryder.
Lamar Odom and shit like that.
J.R. Ryder. That was back in the day.
Yeah, there was them Lakers teams nobody remembers. That's why Kobe was like, I want to get traded if y'all don't help me out.
Oh, that was Van Exel and was it Eddie Jones or Nick Jones?
Eddie Jones, I'm not sure if he was still there because Eddie Jones Jones was gone when they Sabalas was there for that 0-1 championship. I think Eddie Jones was gone by then.
Okay.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he?
Press play, man.
When I was going through certain situations and have a man come in and step in and say some of the stuff he was saying in the way he was saying it, because I think that's a level of protection that a man brings. So I'm not the type of person that's we all became too sensitive. They wanted me not to like you before I even came on your show because we have a difference of opinion. And to me, that makes us weak.
Well, and I'll say this about, and I would love to hear your expound on your thoughts on LeVar Ball, but I would ask anybody what have I said about LeVar Ball in the last year and a half? He transitioned. He's playing a completely different role, and I support it. And I tip my hat to him for what he's done for his 3 sons. But now that he's faded to the back and letting his grown kids be in the spotlight and space, I haven't criticized LeVar Ball and really don't have a problem with him, and have told people, like, you got to give a man credit for strategy. And we don't. We just think. My mother, I'm gonna get down and talk how I occasionally talk. My mother always said there's certain guys that are tender dicks. And anything they stick their dick in, they fall in love with. They tender. Yeah. And what I give LeVar Ball credit for, and this is black men, we need to tap into this. Like, marry somebody who can help you produce the kids that you want. This man wanted some athletes. He wanted some tall athletes. So he went out and married a tall woman. and had kids with her, found a woman that he knew was going to be a hell of a mother for him. He was strategic. I'm not saying he doesn't love his wife, but I'm just saying you can apply some strategy to it because that love thing and lust is going to come and go. Do you have somebody that when your fruit is produced, are they going to tend to it, develop it the way you want to develop? And do they have the genetics to help you get exactly what you want? So I tip my hat to LeVar. The guy is very strategic and smart. I didn't like the way he handled Lonzo's first year in the league. He was too out front, but I got no complaints about LeVar Ball, and I could care less if the man has been critical of me. But anyway, your thoughts on LeVar and why you like him.
But you have the right to think whatever you want to think. And that's what I'm saying. Like, people got to understand that two people can be friends with different thoughts, different beliefs, different everything. That's not the reason. Are you saying that people should be friends with people that say everything the same and think everything the same? Like, I just think that's the flaw in our society now. Like, I respect your thoughts on LeVar because that's your right to have them. I'm just saying from a young male perspective, a young black male perspective, not having that strong representation, I didn't even have a problem with the way that he came in so.
Hold on, Matt. Can you pause it for a second?
So aggressive, only because anytime a black athlete does or says anything now, it's so heavily scrutinized. The white players come in and they get to go and learn and enjoy the game. Brian Scalabrine.
Did Whitlock just commend LeVar Ball for marrying a woman that's going to provide or produce athletes? You guys saw his wife, right? You guys know his wife.
Yes, he did say that.
Who's the athlete in that marriage? Who produced? Who is responsible for producing those
just
kids?
the dad. He said he can beat Jordan basketball.
You can't downplay the guy for his tactics, but then commend him because of his white wife, who doesn't even go on camera for a good reason. I don't understand that. That's the part I don't like about Jason Whitlock. He finds a way to go around and give underhanded compliments, especially if it's attached to a Caucasian. That's what I noticed about him. But you could continue.
I never really noticed.
I think the wife is crippled. So I don't know how you credit the wife for the athleticism of the three sons. That's LeVar Ball. That's all LeVar Ball.
I don't know. I just don't understand the thinking that he sometimes.
I'll fall back.
Back to the gecko.
Is called the white mama. Brian Cardinal made a lot of money and no one talks about it. So it's like they get to come in, they get to, better their families, have a good career, and then they're off. Us black players, the moment we're drafted, the moment we start getting attention in high school, it's all this expectation, it's all this hype, it's all this scrutinizing all the way till you're done, and even after you're done, almost to the point where they want to mess your name up to yourself and your community. And I just think it's time out for that. There's too many players that have going to the NBA, after they're done, they can't even get a job because of the way these commentators talk about it.
So where does and we don't have to spend a lot of time on this if you're not interested, but I got to ask, where does your conflict, beef, disagreement, tension stand with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson?
Well, I mean, I never looked at it as a beef. I was the only one acting like a real, common, decent person. I tried to reach out to Steven Jackson. I don't know Matt Barnes. I don't know Matt Barnes from the Hill of Beans. All I know is that he was on the court a couple of times. I played him, but I actually have hung out with Steven Jackson. We have mutual friends. We played on the same team. He's hung out with myself and one of my baby mothers. He's taken her to the club. So it's like I thought we had a different rapport.
He took your baby mama to the club without you, sir?
Jack, newfound fame and his newfound activism, he wasn't talking like a man. He was talking like he was something different. And so I don't know where we stand. I mean, we don't have to stand nowhere. I just don't agree with these guys in the way that they speak towards each other. We don't attack white people or white players the same way that they do for black people.
You don't like the way these guys speak to each other, but you cuss niggas out every day. You cuss niggas out every day. So how the fuck can you find a problem with how other men talk to other men? And you literally cuss niggas out every day. The hypocrisy is real. Oh boy. I don't know.
I mean,
this the same nigga that said you was a little fucking mistake down by the lake. This same guy talking about he don't like how people talk. This same guy talking about he don't like how black men talk to each other. You gotta be kidding me. This nigga that say you shitty draws trucker, all you do is buy lot lizards. You don't like how black men talk to each other. Oh boy.
That's what he said.
Mistake by the lake. I gotta use that. That's cool.
Damn it. Damn, that's an ugly pause right there.
I was done. I just had to point that out. This nigga just go at niggas all day, every day. If he ain't going at niggas, he's sucking dick from the back.
I would have never crossed with him. So I don't think him could ever be cool, but it don't never have to be a situation where it's a problem because I've never ran into Matt Barnes anywhere else. So I don't anticipate running into him anywhere.
He invited you to the show, sir.
Wake up that dog. It ain't about all this fame. It ain't about having the #1 show. It's about being a man. And he's focused on being a man. I think he's focused on being a celebrity. And I don't too much like celebrities.
Well, that is where you and I agree in terms of I don't like elites and I don't like celebrities. Let me throw this by you as it relates to Steven Jackson, because I know Steven Jackson and have spent some time with him and like Steven Jackson. I agree with you that I think he's been in error in some ways and maybe a bit out over his skis as some kind of activist. I wish people were more comfortable following than leading a lot of times, because great leaders a lot of times are the best followers. But what I think I see in Steven Jackson is a man on a journey, an intellectual journey, like all of us. And so I'm reluctant to be hypercritical. If someone that close to me had been killed on video, I'm not sure how I would react or what kind of damage that would do to me psychologically. I had a cousin who I helped raise killed by the police in Indianapolis. Thank God I didn't see it. I heard about it, talked to people face to face that were there. He was tasered and electrocuted in the rain. I look at his picture every day. It sits in my house. But thank God it's not on tape. But I guess I'm just more patient because I do think that Steven's trying to practice the Islam faith. And I think he's trying to be a better person. He's just having to figure it out along the way because like yourself, I'm not sure if he had the strongest father-parental relationship growing up as a young person. And so it's just a little bit of a longer process of him figuring things out.
But see, like I said, I really didn't know him off the court like that. Like I said, I thought he was something different, but obviously
you didn't know the nigga off the court like that, but you let him take your wife out.
I just didn't take too
Son
kindly
of
to
a
the
bitch.
In front of people, we all cheat pounds.
Too many screens. Isn't that sort of like a shot as far as saying the man didn't have no father, he might not have had a father figure in his life, evil? It's like I was in that same boat, but mine wasn't because he left or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? But are they trying to use this for an excuse too for a lot of things?
Pretty much. That's
Okay.
why he said Kwame kind of like you. He didn't have no daddy growing up, so he figuring shit out on the fly just like you are.
That's everybody on the damn planet, I think. Every day you learn something new. Mm-hmm. The hell he looking at?
When you try to talk to him from a man-to-man basis, it's all arrogance, and I didn't really respect that play in traffic line, because once you start manifesting death and talking like that on a level, we all have people, you know, and that's what a lot of times these rappers and these young people do that make a lot of money. When you make a lot of money, you have to be very careful what you say and what you do, because everybody around you is listening and watching, and you don't
Says
know
the
what
nigga
somebody
that's always talking about smacking niggas and jumping on niggas like trampolines.
they continue being around you. So when he said something about playing in traffic,
The same nigga that says my gay cousin will
my
whoop
kids,
your
I'm
ass.
not on that. But you introduce boxing and fighting, so that's one thing. And then you take it to talking about meeting in traffic. That's when I stay away from people like that, because the moment you say stuff like that and someone kid get hurt or you hurt someone else and you don't know who they're connected to, you don't know what could happen, and it becomes a
This
domino effect.
nigga has invited
So
Tommy to his house several times
they say by themselves
to fight.
they got a group with them. I too much really don't hang with them.
Man, you got a wisdom beyond your years. You preaching to a choir right now, and it plays into the larger point I've been making pretty much all week, is that there's so much feminine energy in the sports world and with people in these media spaces that all they know to do is whine and complain and bitch and cry like a woman. Now, I'm sorry if that offends somebody, but or they tap into the other emotion of, oh, I can get violent. And that's all they know about masculinity. And that's, I'm going to go back to again, why I think you're so important is you're actually, that masculinity actually manifests itself in a strategic, logical approach to life and standing on some real principles. That's again, why I think you're so important. You're a representation of like, let's go ahead and play this chess game and get out of this game of checkers, because life
Jason,
and
he
white
stay talking about fighting
Many of
niggas. Why are you
are playing
listening to him?
right. And that's the thing. Like he said that to me, and all this supposed to be starting over something that's supposed to be a joke, and then now it
This
manifests
nigga
into
is a
something bigger.
lying son of a bitch. Allegedly, I snap. Nah, this nigga lying though. This nigga act like he ain't threatened nobody online. But saying, oh, these niggas need to be careful when they like, nigga, are you serious? Again, you got a long list of niggas who you've threatened, sir. You invited Hassan Campbell to your P.O. box and said, I will beat you and jump on you like a trampoline. But you talking about this man inviting you I don't like this nigga. That sums it up. I don't like this nigga. He's full of shit. Y'all ain't got nothing to say?
Their life, and then what?
I agree.
Like this is what you're supposed to be advocating against and preaching against. So masculinity is not who can beat someone in a fight. Is okay, we can disagree, but the real man walk away unscathed from it, because what you saying is not going to affect my everyday life, because I'm a man and I built things on me that makes my life protected and comfortable, so that regardless of whether we disagree or not, it's not going to matter to me. So I don't have to have a bunch of friends with me to go protect me, because I understand I'm a man. So I'm not going to speak to you in a way, because as a
Let me
man, I got
just
to put myself
remind
out.
everybody, this is the same
But
man who
that's
allowed
what
his dog to bite his daughter.
For real?
Yes.
Well, on his life?
No, he told the story about the dog biting her, and then he keep telling the story about like the dog then went through some goddamn trauma. Fuck the child. The dog has went through trauma because the dog got tased by somebody because it bit the daughter.
You put a dog to sleep after that.
He claimed the dog got tased because it bit his daughter, and he got tased, and the dog been acting funny ever since. He said the dog was just doing his job because she crossed the gun line, I guess, and the dog charged and bit her. Well, that means the dog ain't used to your fucking child if it charged her. Dogs typically like kids, especially the ones that are around the dog.
Yeah. Wow.
But whatever. This guy.
Fear of losing and that knowing that conscious fact that I lose. So I'm not out here walking around like I'm some protected chick because I got 5-6 dudes that may or may not have guns. I'm by myself.
May or may not have guns. How do you go from
there?
So are you by yourself or are you with 5 niggas who may or may not have guns? Which one is it? Are you with a group of niggas or are you by yourself?
Yeah, he has non-charge like every
That
other
makes my
NBA
life
player.
protected and comfortable, so that regardless of whether we disagree or not, it's not going to matter to me. So I don't have to have a bunch of friends with me to go protect me because I understand I'm a man. So I'm not going to speak to you in a way because as a man, I got to put myself out there and I can win or I can lose. But that's what keeps me that level of respect for another man, that fear of losing and that knowing that conscious fact that I can lose. So I'm not out here walking around like I'm some protected chick because I got 5-6 dudes that may or may not have guns. I'm by myself.
All right, let's move on to Stephen A. Smith.
This is a dumbass.
Man, did you see Jason Whitlock's reaction?
Jason Whitlock had
It's
to
like
laugh
he's
like,
just
nigga, that
sitting
didn't make
there
no sense. He's like, nigga, are you by yourself or not? Wait a minute.
Do you know what you just said?
You just said you got 5 or 6 niggas with you with a gun, but then you said you're by yourself. No, you're not. You got security, sir. There's nothing wrong with it.
Man, he using a lot of words. Damn. The 11.5 freshness. Back to the show.
Where do things stand there between you and Stephen A. Smith?
Oh, I got about another 20 years to deal with Stephen A. Smith. I mean, I think Steve. I think he's a coward. I can't stand what he represents. He represents a male that's ignorant to the fact that yes, you make money, but you're making money off of the backs of your own people. If he literally was not that animated, if he just talked analytics and he did not put players down the way that he does and say things like trade them for a box of cereal and get all loud like that, he wouldn't be as effective and he would no longer be needed.
He has a point here, though.
I don't think so.
Did you guys see what he said about Kyrie?
Pause. That's totally, again, I can't. Yes, I heard what he said about Kyrie. I disagree with what he said about Kyrie. He makes himself seem like a dumbass, but we're not going to deflect on that. This gentleman, nigga, had you not went after Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, where the fuck would your YouTube career be? Had you not continued to go after a whole bunch of black men in your hottest week ever, where would your YouTube career be if you just stuck to trading and code? If you stuck to the shit you had talked about the year prior before you went viral, where would your career be, sir?
Yeah, his subs are based on shitting on other people and creating conflict.
And that's what I told him when he first came out with the Stephen A. Smith shit, talking about all you niggas in media do is put other black men down. Nigga, you doing it now. Like, I forgave him the first time because it was like, okay, I'm coming out, I'm speaking, these niggas got me fucked up. Okay, I thought them was going to be the only 2. Nope. That nigga went on a rampage that week. We're talking about Skip Bayless, his wife. He just went down. He just went after everybody. So I'm like, nigga, you can't talk about Stephen A. Smith for doing his job when your job is now to do the same exact fucking thing. And you have a choice. You claim that he claims ESPN is making Stephen A. Smith do this. Ain't nobody making him talk about the black men that he talk about. He just wakes up and chooses to do it because he knows that's what's gonna get him views.
I mean, I gave him at least a 3-4 week pass. I guess. You know what I'm saying?
I disagree with that, but
Shit.
Joy, you giving us
Joy's
play?
live?
Say something. You giving us playback to her. If you watching this back on something, mute it.
I've been muted this whole time, so I can't.
No, I'm saying nope. I know you've been muting. I'm saying whatever you're listening to us on, mute it. Maybe you came when you clicked. You came on through YouTube. You got to shut YouTube off because every time you unmute, I hear myself. It's an echo. But yes, you said you disagree. Tell us why. Oh, yep. Don't forget about Charlemagne. What do you disagree with? You don't believe that Kwame Brown has built his platform off talking about black people? Because we can just go back to his page and see what he was talking about before he got popping and wasn't nobody watching. When he wasn't downing black people, when he was just talking about, he was talking about behavior in the black community. He was talking about politics. He was talking about just regular shit. Nobody was watching. So he made a conscious choice once he saw he could capitalize off beefing to keep beefing. Same thing he's accusing Stephen A. Smith of.
That is very true. Like I said, when he first started, I gave him at least 30 days of ass whippings. Everything after that, man, you went in for the beef, man.
I didn't want to give him 30 days because I know how that shit is. It takes 21 days to create a habit.
Man, they've been talking shit for 12 years. We can get up man.
Sir, it takes 21 days to create a habit, and nobody was talking about that nigga for 20 years. After about the 5th year, when people realized he sucked, they stopped talking about him. When Kobe got that nigga traded, wasn't nobody talking about him no more. That was like year 6.
At least not nonstop. Like how he's been talking about these guys nonstop.
That nigga act like every time it was an NBA game broadcast, somebody said, well, you know how bad Kwame Brown sucked. That is just not true. This nigga was brought up when he did some fuck shit in the game that sucked, or they were talking about that draft when they go through all the drafts and point out who the fuck the bust are from each draft. Wasn't nobody fucking with this nigga every day. Skip and Shannon didn't wake up and just say, let's talk about Kwame Brown and how sorry he was. They don't even do that with Anthony Bennett and Darko Milicic and shit unless it's dealing with that subject. They talk about the Pistons team that won a championship. They be like, well, you know, Darko Milicic was the number 2 draft pick. He sucked. That's the end of that conversation. They go back to the 2001 draft. Kwame Brown was the number 1 draft pick straight out of high school. He sucked. That's the end of that conversation. They don't go into depth. It's a one-liner, and them people move on with their fucking day.
Yeah, that is true. But it ain't no need to bring up old shit.
Oh my gosh.
Joy, you there?
Headphones in.
Yeah, Joyce said, oh my gosh.
Yeah, because this is... You can't tell a person, especially if you wasn't there when they was going through something. I don't know what he was going through or what he heard when he might have was searching his own name and was looking for it, but it is what it is. He's saying what he's saying today. And of course, nobody would understand it if you're not doing it yourself. It's a habit that he probably had and he adapted to for the last 20 years.
But nobody was talking to him for 20 years, though.
I'm sorry, what happened?
That's what I said. I'm pointing out nobody continuously talked about this nigga for 20 years. Okay. After year 5 or 6, by 2006, 2007, nobody was talking about Kwame Brown. They realized he just bust. He sucked. They ain't talking about him no more. No need to. Do you remember the clip that made him go off on Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson? They were there with the Lakers owner who was part of that trade that sent him to Memphis for Pau Gasol, well, for Pau Gasol and Mark Gasol, where they actually won a championship the next year. That's the only reason that nigga was brought up in that particular show. Because they were talking about the trade that happened that won them a championship the next year. It wasn't to shit on Kwame Brown. Now, Matt Barnes made a joke and said, no, it was only one. But that was it. That wasn't, oh, he sucked. He was the worst. He just made a joke. And look what it's turned into.
But then again, you don't know these people's relationship.
I'm joining right now.
Whose relationship? What little man playing Fortnite or Roblox?
Y'all can keep going.
What you playing, Fortnite or Roblox?
Y'all can keep going. I don't know.
Oh.
Probably
Well,
Roblox.
I don't know.
The GTA for kids.
I don't even know what that is. I first heard about it the other day. I don't know what it is.
It's pretty much a GTA for little children, man. They go into worlds and they can do anything that they want to do.
It just sounded like one of them little Lego type things we used to play as a kid that had the little spinning gears to make the shit move. That's what popped up in my head when I first heard it.
Nah, it's bigger than that, man. You could create your own worlds. You could get friends and log on to different worlds. It's a whole universe, man.
Ryan Leaf. Yes, Mark Adams. Ryan Leaf got picked over Peyton Manning.
That's right, Ryan Leaf.
It's a whole world that's why I sit in this room when he plays it. Because I get to hear what he's doing on his headphones and he talks to his cousin on here. And I see
Roblox.
Well, at least he's playing with somebody he knows. That's a positive. I don't know who the fuck I be playing online. I'll just be cussing my ass off. It could be a 10-year-old. Like, scored on you, motherfucker. That's what you get. Mama's cooking. Sprinkling salt, nigga.
Yeah, I don't hear no grown ass man talking to my son.
I told you, tell him to send my game. See, he give him a game tag. He can get this work.
Yeah, definitely not sending him your gang tag.
Yes, it'll take me. I picked Fortnite up in about an hour. He might kick my ass the first hour, but after that, it's on and popping. Hey, does he play what is that damn name? Call of Duty. You play Call of Duty?
I told you no, and all I know is that the new thing is, remember back in the day when they used to have the Toys R Us? They got the Amazon Toys catalog came today. So they put all the stickers on everything. They got it's called Ready Set Play Amazon. It's the
Amazon better not send this shit to my house.
And way in the back of the book, he saw the PlayStation 5 and put his.
So he just switched. He went back from the 45.
Yeah, because they put stickers inside of the book. So when you put the stickers, it's like #1 pick, yes, awesome. So he took all the stickers and put it all through the book. So there's no more Toys R Us book. It's the Amazon book.
See, I told y'all he didn't really want a 4. He just did it just cause. And the shit is the same price, damn near. If you pay that much for a 4, you might as well get the 5. At least the digital download version.
I guess I haven't moved up yet.
That's why you still think Madden sucks. Sir, all the Madden games you've seen me play, have you seen one glitch?
No.
Except for when I lost to Huggy. That result was a glitch, but other than that, no.
Well,
Get the paid
Well, I
subscription.
ain't really much pro and stuff like that, and you know what I'm saying, the sideline.
You said
Oh,
what, PMP?
no, especially on field. I haven't seen it.
Do you got to pay a subscription? A Sony subscription or something?
Yeah, it's $60 for the year to
For
be
the
able
year,
to play people online. But with Sony, at least the good thing is when you have the subscription, they give you free games you can download per month on your subscription. So you get like 3 games that you can download and play for free.
Okay. I only have the PlayStation 3.
Oh, you gotta upgrade, G. You don't know what's
You
going
back
on
there
out
with
here.
me, man. I'm on the 360 and shit, man. We in the same generation.
The PS3 is classic though, because it was the first one that had the web browser. The 5 has a web browser, but that motherfucker is locked and we can't use it.
Really?
Unless they update it and make it usable, and that probably would be something they start putting in the new ones instead of just having it to upload. Because I don't see how they could unlock that bitch.
Actually, it might be meant for the 5G system. I don't
But
think
we just can't. We can't use it. It's locked. The web browser. It's like how you could go on the PlayStation 3 and type in www.potlocker.com and watch movies. You can't type www shit in the PS5. It don't give you that option. And I thought it still had the web browser when I bought it. So when I found out it didn't, I was a little bit disappointed.
Are you able to download the app? Download the browser?
You can't. It's in there. It's included in there, but it's just only for the shit that they have set up in there already.
Okay.
So you can't
go
download
on your. Nope, you can't. Nope. Unless they do some uploading where they unlock that feature. Nope. And I got the one. I got the $4.99 one, the one that takes the disc
So
and you can download.
So you have to go online to get the app. You just
I ain't no
can you
app
get it
on
from
it.
PlayStation Store?
Nope, you just can't. You can't use the web browser at all. They like fuck your internet search, nigga. You can't do it, which is a bit of a disappointment.
Fair. All right. So what's up with Moonhead and Gecko?
Press play. We still here. Chris, you.
He says things that white people wish they could say to black people, and he says it in a way that he gets a pass because.
I'm going to say this. What my issue with Steven is that I don't look. His job is to analyze and criticize. He's going to criticize the sports world. What I don't like. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Why was he at colleges and high schools talking about a player?
Because that was his motherfucking job.
You're talking about. He's talking about
to go
you.
do motivational speaking.
I've yet to hear a player, white, black, or whomever else. It's just ironic to me that the first.
I can tell. He told kids when he was back at those colleges. He told those kids, "Don't squander your opportunities like Kwame Brown." He pointed out Kwame Brown played with the great Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, and neither one of them motherfuckers got stories about Kwame Brown sitting up under them in the gym or studying film with them or asking them how they train or working out with them. Neither one of those guys had that story. So that's what Stephen A. Smith goes back to the colleges and say.
I don't think that even matters.
Well, he brought it up, so we got to address
body language when Stephen A. come in. They just need to go get this over with. They need to go get it over with. And this boy, trust me, I know mad when I see it. I can see the water starting to boil. That's the trigger. He just need to go smack Stephen A. up. Maybe he'll feel better.
Well, if that's the case, if that's the case, Russell Westbrook and LeBron James need to whoop his ass because he didn't talk shit about them.
Oh, there's a lineup for
Stephen
that.
A?
There's a waiting list for that.
No, I'm saying Kwame Brown, Russell Westbrook, and LeBron James should be in line to kick this nigga ass because he done been talking shit about them for weeks.
Who, this dude?
Stephen
Yes,
Smith.
Kwame. No,
You talking about Kwame was talking shit?
Kwame has talked about LeBron and Russell Westbrook in disparaging terms. The same thing he said Stephen A. did to him. So, man, if Stephen A. and Kwame need to fight, LeBron need to be ready to whoop Kwame ass, and so does Russell Westbrook.
What do you say about LeBron?
He just always talks about what LeBron is doing and ain't doing with his money, or what he ain't saying this and he ain't saying that, and he do this and he with the go along, get along gang. It's just always something about LeBron.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I'm 50-50 with him on that because I know a lot that's going on. But still, do that equal to 17 years worth of trash talking?
It wasn't 17 years, sir. It wasn't that many years.
What year did he come in?
2001. That's what I'm saying. If
So
you
he
listen
left
to
it
Kwame Brown,
2013.
you would. Niggas stopped talking about Kwame Brown in 2006, 2007. That was well there. He still had like 6 more years in the league, and niggas wasn't bothering him.
But it don't matter. Still, if he got triggered by somebody saying something about him, it don't matter.
Well, you can't say it don't matter if his. But man, his story is they've been talking about me for 20 years. They have not. When you say something like that, that makes it seem like for 20 years in a row, no matter what was going on, your name was brought up. And that's just not true. By the time that nigga was in the 6th or 7th year, he was a role player. Nobody talked about him. Do you know who Dante? I always got to bring up my nigga Dante Jones. Nobody knows who the fuck he is. Role player, won a couple rings, drafted by the Grizzlies, kicked it with him several times. My nigga. Met a lot of NBA players through him. But he was a fucking role player. Nobody talked about Dante Jones, even when they won the championship. I think the most publicity he got when they won the championship is he tripped somebody or stepped on somebody's ankle and sprained it. And that was the most attention he got.
But is it fair to say that he wasn't being talked about unless for the last 20 years? For the last 20 years, have you been following every...
Ma'am, he hasn't been following everyone. If you're going to ask me that, then you have to ask him that. Has he followed every publication, every NBA broadcast, every podcast, every stream to say that he was talked about for 20 years?
That's why I said, is it fair for you to even say that he haven't if he has in his world? What if it was in a little news article, or if it was somewhere that just out the blue, or it was a YouTube channel?
It's fair for me to say because to be honest, just like you and everybody on this panel, a nigga did not know who the fuck. A nigga forgot about Kwame Brown until he popped up on Tommy's show. And then after that, he was forgotten about for another year by the general public, including me, even though I was sub.
But just
until he went at Steven Jackson.
The only reason why I said it has to be fair because we're not walking his shoes either. And
man, he was forgotten about until he went on Tommy's show.
How do you know?
That nigga had 100-something subs before he went on Tommy's show. Then he went to 1,000. Then for a year, he stayed at 1,000.
I just said, is it fair to say that he could have heard something that you didn't hear? You don't hear everything because you also asked, don't send me this, don't tell me nothing about that. What if he
still wouldn't be for 20 years he was getting dogged? I follow basketball.
But you don't follow all the small YouTubers or vlogs?
He doesn't either because prior to a year he wasn't on YouTube like that.
Okay, I mean...
When he came out on Tommy,
he showed up for a reason, man. You see killers in his bloodline. How you know this dude ain't got a back room? He go sit down and watch tapes and listen to motherfuckers who dissed him throughout the years. This motherfucker might be a serial killer, man. Come on.
Well, I mean, it is in his genes, but still, the narrative of people talks about him for 20 years.
Genes, and
it is in his genes.
Wow.
Yes.
3-1. Damn.
Why is it not in his genes? You do know we
I have
have
an
our
uncle that
parents'
went to. I have an
characteristics.
uncle that went back and forth in jail, murdered a couple of people. That's in my genes. I never been spent one day in jail.
Yeah, it's in your genes, though. That doesn't mean you have to act on it. Alcoholism runs in my family. That's why I don't drink like most of my family members do. Although on occasion I do drink, but unlike them, I can say, you know what, you've been drinking a little bit too much lately, and I can stop.
If a pit bull don't bite you, he's still a pit bull.
There you go.
Bang bang. But goddamn Stephen A. Smith, boy, might be the steak. Goddamn, his eyes and everything went down low.
Well, yeah, Stephen A. He made himself look like a dumbass when he was talking about, because Stephon Marbury went at Stephen A. Smith, and he made himself seem like a dumb. He had some good points, but he made himself seem like a dumbass when he was like, "How many people have died from the vaccine? You've been hearing stories about them." Like, nigga, where have you been? That's why Jay Williams was like, bro, you don't want to go down that road, nigga. And that's why I posted that video that I did this morning, because there's a player that took the vaccine last year that played for the Atlanta Hawks and said he had like life-threatening fucking blood clots.
Yep.
He doesn't have a job currently in the NBA.
Oh, he's not. He didn't come back.
No, he's a free agent.
Wow.
Yeah, nobody signed him.
It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit going on. Oh, it's starting to come out now. Just be patient.
So
I got an email today that was titled "Mandated Vaccine Conversation." I'm invited to the Zoom meeting on Monday, and I'm just like, a mandated vaccine conversation. Are you telling me it's going to be mandated? Just tell me that. Don't put conversation together like you just gonna shoot the shit. Like what? What's going on?
And tell you the truth. I don't even think there's a law even written on that shit. These companies is pushing this shit just like the media is pushing this shit, and basically just like they doing with the borders and everything else, these motherfuckers is not standing behind nothing they saying. This is some bullshit that we put ourselves in slavery. Fuck
we ain't
that.
going too much into the jab talk. They fucking niggas up about the jab.
Yeah,
I was just about to say, you guys always realize that these conversations start off with a topic, then it goes to sports, and then it goes to the you know what.
Don't worry about it. They can fuck us up right here, but they ain't gonna fuck us up when the shit really hit the fan. How about that?
No, they cannot fuck us up right here. I'm a sellout, sir.
Shit.
I need money.
They shit. Well, let me
Matt,
if
this was my channel, I'll give you the solo, because I know you've been trying to get to your mad house moment all week.
Actually, I've been trying to leave this topic alone because it's like nobody's really trying to understand it when you're trying to explain it. A lot of things keep getting, you know what I'm saying? It's too much resistance. After 2 years of just resistance, when things are in your face, it's like, fuck them. I'm going to help the ones I can help and keep moving.
George said, my lawyers alerted me that you had a lot of activity on your YouTube account that was unapproved, and man, we're gonna need you to stop that before we take you to court.
The last I checked, the lawyers you did have, I end up
I got a new one. Fuck him, I got a new one.
Yes, sir. That doesn't matter. You'll
get the papers in the morning.
That's fine.
Check your fax machine.
That's cool. Continue, Matt.
No, I was done. Shit, I'm just eating my jalapeno corn puffs.
Jalapeno what?
And what are these? Cheetos?
Jalapeno poppers.
Yeah. That's some hood shit.
No, we can't talk about corn over here.
Man, fuck them niggas.
Man,
Get that shit in
that
there.
shit was funny. I don't give a
That shit
damn. I
was
was
funny.
laughing
I
when
don't give a
Tommy
damn.
was
I was
saying.
laughing when Tommy was saying.
But again, dumb people
Again,
don't
dumb people
understand
don't
sarcasm.
understand
So.
sarcasm. So
Can we segue to something real quick? Because I want to ask PMP, how do you feel? I seen the rap around on the bus. How do you feel? Well, I don't know how I feel. I just was confused that they actually let that be on the bus. But then again, I'm like,
Wait a minute.
wow.
Was that a
was that a
city bus
bus
or was that
or was
his
that
tour
his
bus?
tour
Because I
bus?
saw a story that
story
said
that
it was a
it
tour
was a
bus,
tour
but
bus, but
PMP's
PMP's
video,
video,
it seemed like it was a city bus.
They said they
Yeah,
put it on
he
the
did it.
public buses.
Yeah, he did it on his tour bus, but they also put it on public transportation buses too.
Well, he paid for it on public transportation. That's why it was on there. See,
Yes, it's marketed, right? But how you
The
gonna
hell
put
y'all
that
talking
on
about?
TTC or not? Well, it's
the
TTC
city
here.
don't care. The city just took the money for it. They saw the shit. They approved it. The city just said, fuck it.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
I don't know what the hell y'all talking about.
Oh, you didn't see that the guy put out a
PMP.
video
I'm
complaining
going to drop
about
it in the chat.
Meek Mill's album cover?
Mm-mm.
I
That
dropped
video
it in the
was
chat so
interesting.
you can see it, man.
I can't see it anymore.
Now it was different that they did add it to the city buses, public transportation, but once again, we in the money is short everywhere. So I was just like, ooh, was that one of those money call moments? But then when I was looking at your video and I remember about the Kanye situation, but wasn't struggling for money at that time in Chicago, so I was like, okay, well maybe they didn't give two shits about that. But Philadelphia?
Well, I think that guy was in California at that time.
Oh, they put it in Cali. They put that in Cali?
That's what he said from the video. But he himself is from Philly.
Okay, so the Caucasian guy is from Philly, but that's on in LA?
That's what he said. In the longer version of his video, he said that this was in Los Angeles, but he was in Cali.
Oh wow, I'm gonna have to really look. I thought that was in Philadelphia because I never watched the video of the Caucasian guy. Sorry. Ew.
The funny thing about it is that no one said anything.
George, put yourself on mute when you're not talking because everybody's echoing when they talking. Your mic is muted for some reason.
Yeah, no one said a thing until he put that video out, and it went viral, and everyone else had something to say about it afterwards. Which is kind of funny because everybody knew the album cover from a month prior because he put it up on his IG. So it's not like people weren't aware.
And I think nobody had a problem with it until it became life size.
Yeah, right in people's faces.
But the white guy had great points, though. Black women, is this how y'all want to be represented? He had a great point.
Yep. And the thing is, it was created by a black woman, which is even it makes it even more bizarre. Like, why is that the image? Well, number one, if it's artwork, that's up to the artist. But for Meek to now take it and make it his album cover and then promote it and put it on buses that kids go on, that kids can see throughout the city.
Yeah, I think the public transportation was a bit too far, but we've seen album covers with half naked women on them that were actually real women, not cartoons, like Mercedes from Lil Kim, Mercedes, and there was shit ton of Gangsta Boo, where women were on there half naked.
But
album covers are accepted.
They still have
now,
clothes.
Right
Well,
now,
sometimes they just didn't have any, like Gangsta Boo, for instance. She just took a picture with her hands over her titties that was on the inside of her cover.
Yeah, that's still covering up. This one is they're all out.
I mean,
It's a cartoon, though. It's a cartoon. It's
True,
cartoon porn.
it's true. But
But you know what? I
even the
was
privates
thrown
were
off when I
pink.
saw that chick had those nipples. I'm like, does this bitch got nipples out on this shit? Is this
Yeah.
really?
And then they put the pink part in. And the
Oh, I
guy,
thought you. Oh, I thought that was a blur. I thought that was them blurring
no,
it out.
they
Oh God.
that's pink. And the guy was pointing. It's like, yo, look at this. Look at this.
What's the name of this album?
Expensive Pain. I don't
and
even
the
get
thing,
the album.
Yeah. So how does that correlate to the title of the album, the
Yeah, it
artwork?
doesn't. It doesn't.
I
Is
mean,
he saying black women are expensive pain?
I
Child
mean,
support.
truthfully, I get it deeper than most. He just needs his
Look at
ass
God.
whooped. A lot. I mean, we gonna let these people slide like they ain't got common sense. But what we seeing going on in the country and all that shit, especially dealing with the children and stuff like that, that means putting something up like this, we already know what you're representing. That's what we don't want in this motherfucker. I mean, we have too much patience on a lot of bullshit. I couldn't be a leader. Fucking, that's stupid.
Well, I don't know if I'm still having an echo, but
No, it's
living here
only
in
when we
Vegas.
talk that there's an echo. You're fine when you talk.
Okay, so they're
Microsoft.
living in Vegas. A lot of people, and it's a misconception about living in Vegas. A lot of people always say, "Oh, you can't raise children in Vegas," because it's just Sin City. Now, granted, what I see with what's that man name? Mick Mills did with this and the guy. I was just watching the video of the white guy going crazy. But do you guys imagine that there's buses that drive around promoting the same type of thing. Instead of having a cartoon of it, it's real women on these different buses that's driving around the city promoting people to advertising to come to the strip clubs and meeting up with
Oh, don't forget the
escorts.
one where we saw we deliver women to your room.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. So when I
I
seen
was
this,
like, what the fuck?
so I'm in a catch-22 because I'm raising children in Vegas, and I'm not saying that we see this all day, every day, but it is accessible to see if we're just driving down the street. So I get why the man was upset, but I'm just sitting here I'm just numb, okay, I think you'll be okay. I think the children of the world will be okay, sir. Seeing that, yeah, I can imagine just the pictures that I see every day. Billboards, driving to work, billboards, everything.
What is Sin City?
Yeah, I
Exactly.
was
So I
thrown
think
off by
I'm
that.
used to it at this point.
I mean, yeah, I'm just in ass whipping mode, man. A lot of folks need their ass whipped, and I'm looking for people to kick their ass. But I don't know. I'm not a fan of Meat Mills. The picture to me is ugly, but I'm not an
I'm not
artsy
gonna
kind of
shit on
guy.
the artist that wrote the thing, but again, if it was just the album cover and his personal tour bus, wouldn't have a problem with it. When it's on city transportation, he's driving all through the streets of a particular city, and that's a bit much.
Okay,
But
so
that has to go on the
I'm
transportation
gonna give you
agency.
guys another thing. There's an advertisement where they're talking about the oh my god, the alphabet community, where they got a man on a poster and he's looking back basically saying, "Get a condom, or are you gonna catch?" Y'all.
I mean,
This is outside for everybody. This is on bus stops. This is on buses. This is things that's being advertised all over. So for me to see that Meek Mill's thing, I was like, yeah, this kind of sort of ain't that serious. When I got to drive down the street and my sons is asking like, why old boy asking what he got to look back for?
Talking
And they
about look back
advertising.
at.
Yeah, because they advertising pretty much the disease and get a condom so you don't get the disease. But it's a dude on there like look back at it like I'm like what?
It's like
So they
that.
gotta pick a struggle when they have these little conversations. Y'all
And then
gotta
a little small fine print, it said, "Vax that thing up."
No, not this is no. They don't say vax that thing. They literally
I was
talk
making
about
a
gay
joke.
men and the.
Ma'am, I was making a joke.
Oh, okay.
I said in small print, it said "Vax that thing up."
Yeah, so they gotta pick a struggle when it comes to these certain conversations. And then again, like PMP mentioned, the lady, it was a lady who drew this months ago. But now today, y'all, it's the selective outrage 2 days later.
I mean, I'm just looking at it for the first time like 5 minutes ago. That was like, what's the
And
point
I
of
didn't
this?
know about that lady.
It looked like that old, like we from the South. It looked like that picture of the lady in the yard and shit that they stick in the garden and shit. Like she been over working in the garden. I mean that no,
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
What's my favorite word?
The yard furniture.
What the
yard
gnomes?
furniture. Something like that, but it's like an old slavery looking thing.
Let me ask you guys a question. It's gonna be vulgar for 2 seconds. Y'all ever seen something that pink like that before though?
Hold on, let me go back to it.
Yeah.
Have you seen a pink like that? I gotta go back and look at mine and see if mine's that pink like that.
I can tell you from experience, it is, ma'am.
The contrast is greater on the darker the skin.
Allegedly.
I snapped. Now that was funny when they made it pink like that. I'm like, so what was you trying to blur it out? Or is it really pink?
That's what I thought it was. I thought it was a blur out. Then they said, no, that was
the artist
pink.
paid attention to detail.
I'm looking at it on a 7-inch tablet turned the long way. So that means the screen is pretty small.
Okay.
It looks like a kid drew that shit, though. It looks like a kid drew it.
You can see the pink. Yeah, fuck that.
Her nipples look like some chocolate chips.
How did we get here?
It's all lopsided.
We got here because y'all niggas always are sidetracked easily. We were supposed to be talking about Kwame Brown.
I don't get
you asked the question about Meek Mill, Joy. You tried to put us in a Dulo twist.
Got money, light crash. Daggone, who's that? That's Radio Raheem sitting in the middle. It looked like Bebe would have been over. Damn, who?
Can somebody tell me why Kwame Brown got his shirt buttoned all the way up to the top, though?
Why his collars look like a paper airplane?
Because he did not iron the collar. But fuck that. And because it's buttoned all the way to the top.
Hey, no, fuck that. No, listen, Matt ain't shit. Matt been on everybody's shirts today. I seen when he wrote in your chat today earlier. He said he dropped Urban's link and said, y'all go over there and go look at his ugly ass shirt. I said, Matt, really?
Oh, that shirt was ugly though. Ma'am, what you them now? I'm through. Never mind. I ain't gonna throw you under the bus.
You already did.
No, I didn't. I ain't gonna throw you under the bus. But yeah, that shirt was rather weird.
Yeah, that blue was not cool.
Yeah, he had a good conversation. I thought I was about to get whooped by Jesus apostles in that motherfucker for a second.
You talking about the bow tie look?
I was just listening. I wasn't paying attention.
No, he had on this really weird looking I don't know what color. Was it powder blue? I don't know if it was
That was
powder blue, water blue, pewter.
like a turquoise blue or emerald. No, it definitely wasn't emerald.
He just had a goddamn shirt on.
I think turquoise is blue.
Yes, Urban, we talking about you. I hope you're not watching it because your wife gonna be laughing at us, sir. I know it's date night. That's why you couldn't join us. I hope you're not watching because she's gonna be like, your shirt is pretty ugly. That must be a Geechee shirt. Y'all ain't shit.
Yeah, that from JJ's closet. I don't know. Well, that shit dynamite.
What are these niggas talking about? I don't even know. I done lost track of what these niggas was talking about.
Trading and coding. Out there in a minute.
He ain't brought trading and coding up one time.
Oh, it's coming.
Nor has he said he Geechee. Oh shit, my bad. I forgot I had it
And
muted.
Disney and this happened. And so my problem with Stephen A would be twofold: is he's playing a character that's I'm this outspoken, I'll say anything, you know, I got no puppet strings attached to me. You're just getting what I think. And no, you're not. You're getting what Stern thinks or thought, because in order to be that involved with the NBA, get the access, have a chance to be on the NBA Countdown show, which I think they're giving him now. You have to be a voice for the establishment and the power. And so he's not speaking any truth to power. He's punching down, is what you're basically saying. And again, it's like, oh, you want to punch Kwame Brown? I never see you punch David Stern. And so if I saw you punching David Stern, if I saw you punching Michael Jordan, then I would have to be like, okay, you want to throw a punch at me? I get it. You're an equal opportunity punch thrower. But what you're saying is he's not. He punches down at the targets that he's directed to punch at by the NBA, by the people at Disney and ESPN. And so therefore, you have a justifiable problem with him. I get it. The other part of my problem with him, and then I'd like for you to follow in and expound, is the self-importance and the unwillingness to admit when you're wrong. And again, we've had a conversation here today that I'm about to admit and say something that I did not intend to say. But you brought me to a point of enlightenment in this conversation where I'm going to say, you know what? I shouldn't have called Randy Moss, Randy with an I, in my column. I took a shot that was probably everything else I've said about Randy Moss this week. I'm 1,000% on board. Shouldn't have done that to the dude's name. I was wrong for that. Randy, I apologize. I may issue away from this show. I may issue another apology over social media or whatever.
Well,
So,
Mr.
that's probably
Geechee
too far.
apologized for calling Tommy Tammy.
A lot of these self-important people in the media because they're so deluded by the amount of money they make. And how could they be wrong? I make $12 million a year. And how could I be? You pointed out some things that went on with you in the Washington Wizards, and Stephen A. Smith, instead of acknowledging, like, man, Jordan is the power, and he created a narrative about Kwame Brown that was perhaps a bit unfair. You know what? Let me back off my criticism of Kwame.
Kwame's gameplay created a narrative. He sucked.
I was wrong. There's some justification of what Kwame's doing. And that's why when the man went back at you and put together that 6-7 minute tape, whatever, punching down.
He punched down at Kwame Brown because Kwame Brown came at him. Kwame Brown was talking all that shit. Stephen A. Smith, you've been going after Stephen A. Smith. Like when Kwame came out and he did his beef, it was with Matt Barnes, Steven Jackson. A couple days later, it was everybody in the media. Stephen A. Smith didn't come after this man first. He came at Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith ignored him for a couple days.
Let's vote on this little sector here, on that little section there. Do Kwame have a right to whip Stephen A.'s ass? Yes or no?
Sir, based on what he said in this interview, no, because he doesn't like men that offer violence because they're grown men. These are his words.
That's on
And
camera.
before I heard his words, when you first said it, I was like, I don't agree with that because that's juvenile and barbaric. That means that's why I brought out, if it was legal to whoop people's ass who talk shit about us, there wouldn't be too many people living on the earth, sir.
Hold on, who's calling the cops? This is a goddamn fight behind the goddamn
No,
school.
I'm saying if it was legal, if it wasn't against the law, if you couldn't go to jail for whooping somebody's ass that talks shit about you, I don't think it wouldn't be a black sector of YouTube, sir.
This wasn't talking shit. This was talking shit for a long period of time.
You keep saying, sir, nobody talks shit about him for, bruh. I don't know why I had to keep saying this to you. Stephen A. Smith did not talk about this man after 05, 06. So when Kwame Brown came back out, his beef initially was with Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes, and somehow he went to Stephen A. Smith, who didn't say anything about him when Matt Barnes and them were talking. Stephen A. Smith hadn't said shit for years, and he made Stephen A. Smith his target, and he didn't like how Stephen A. Smith clapped back with his bigger platform.
So can you prove from 05 to whenever he left?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can, because he was irrelevant. I've done this already because he was irrelevant.
So you telling me that these little LL Cool J goddamn this is Stephen A. Smith been throwing, which
they
was
weren't
way
to
after
Kwame Brown. They weren't to Kwame Brown.
He used his name.
When?
What are you talking about? Just because
when?
they were spread out and spread. Would you
when,
let me talk?
Sir? No, you asked me, could I go to a specific point, and you just said Stephen A.
I can agree that
am I the only person that been watching
Stephen
sports
A's ass. I can agree that he should whoop Stephen A's ass.
Y'all can agree, but that's juvenile.
Can you put me on the solo screen? Can you put me on the solo screen?
Yes, that's juvenile as fuck, and that's why the black community is fucked up like it is.
Money. Put yourself
on
mute.
God. No, bro. Come on now. Now we're literally talking about a man should fight somebody because he said something he don't like.
I see ass.
I fundamentally, nigga, bruh, all you've seen me go through beef for about the past month. Should I be able to just go whoop somebody's ass because they said something I don't like?
Did that person might have cost you millions of dollars just by starting rumors?
Yes. Yeah, I say actually yes. Motherfucker said, I don't got no stroke. If I want to sell dick, she just ruined my marketing. She slandered me. Yes, these motherfuckers have slandered the hell out of me. So yes, they could have cost me potentially millions of dollars. And the only thing that cost this nigga millions of dollars was him wearing Jordans when he was signed to Adidas and him sucking. And even him sucking didn't cost him millions of dollars because the nigga kept getting the job.
Man, why you keep trying to protect Stephen A. for, man?
I am not protecting Stephen A. Smith. I'm saying, no, what I'm saying is that's juvenile. It's juvenile for him to have his ass whooped for what he says. I don't agree with anybody.
And then if you
I don't agree with that.
Look at, wait, hold on. If you actually look at this picture, this is Philadelphia this is all Philly for Meek Mills. I never really looked at this picture before, but that's Philly for him. The four rider, the bike,
not the palm trees. That's not LA.
That's Miami.
Or Miami.
That look like the old big butt lady been over in the yard on shit.
That's his plan,
yard
though.
furniture.
I think he's trying to say women.
You talked about now. Sandy Bartman.
Yeah, I think he's saying black women are expensive pain.
No, I don't think he's saying women, the black women are. I think,
ma'am, there are no white women on that poster.
Okay, sir, you gotta. You know what? I can't do this.
Man, that's right. You do.
Expensive pain means he's going.
In the top
he
left.
Has been through a lot.
Yes, and there's 3 black women on there. Apparently, he went through them, and they caused him expensive
He's
pain.
associated with black women.
What's the fire about? That's what I want to know. She has fire coochie. Why is the
weed?
Where you see fire at?
At the bottom.
Oh, at the bottom. Yeah.
Under the bitch that's bent over, under the bitch that's busting her puss open.
if
And the
it
one in the
dropped.
top left must be selling her pussy because
I think that means she has gonorrhea and it fell out of her pussy.
You gotta stop this.
we got prostitution and everything going on up here. Slave positions.
We got dice.
Some long ass titties. I'm like, damn, she need a bro. Why her titties so long?
Why her nipples like that?
I don't like the picture. It says a lot of bullshit.
But you gotta understand what PMP put up. The woman who drew this picture, like he said, he doesn't know if she's from the alphabet community or not. But this is the woman's description of another woman, and he just highlighted what another woman thought about another woman.
Mm-hmm.
And she got blonde weave.
So we don't know, because this is actually not his perception of what it is. He took this from another woman's perception.
Woman. You'd think that this type of portrayal would come from a man,
right?
Yeah, but this is from a woman,
or a man from another race, right? With their racist depiction. But this
not
is
just another woman, a black woman.
A black woman, yeah.
That's dressed like a black man.
That's an ugly dirt bike.
He said that's an ugly.
The whole picture is ugly. It looked like my 3-year-old drew that shit.
Would y'all stop?
I never seen Punch at Adam Silver. I never seen Punch at the Power Structure. He done put together a 6-7 minute tape on a man that you know, like, my God, you've been proven wrong. Just admit it.
After that nigga kept calling him out for a week.
That there's no accountability for him. And then he's pretending to be strong when really his criticism is weak. That's my issue with Stephen A. Smith.
I mean, Stephen A., like you said, he's just a character. And he can't.
Go ahead, ask it, nigga.
So y'all not going to just talk about Jason suit?
Oh, Jason Whitlock is historically known for wearing fucked up ass suits. He's a fat bastard. That nigga has a long history of wear, and he normally has like a little old top hat to go with it. So he stopped wearing that, but yeah, he's notorious for wearing them badass suits.
He's the head chief water buffalo.
Flintstones.
Get off that character, because the only reason why people listen to him because he seems so strong, and plus they have advertising dollars behind him. Even now, you know, every time I get off of YouTube, when I go to scroll through a video, if I miss and touch my phone any kind of way, it'll either go First Take or The Breakfast Club. So they're doctoring up these little algorithms to make
nigga, because you watch this shit all day. You one of them niggas that look for him anybody to talk about you. That's why it's in your algorithms.
Me as a man, if I was to go
son of a bitch,
because I watched boxing for 10, 15, 20 years, and now I start speaking about fighters in a manner that's disrespectful to them and their family. And the only reason why I can do that is because I said I watched it, but you've never seen me in a fight. Would you respect me? So,
motherfucker, do you know most analysts have never played the sport that they analyze? That you're dumb, sir. You're not a fucking journalist, yet you get on YouTube every day and do journalism.
Actually, that's what I'm starting to agree with him. That's exactly what I'm starting to agree with him at. You know what I'm saying? Because these dudes ain't the athlete. There's too many athletes out there that could be looking for jobs. You got this little pipsqueak, Mighty Mouse looking motherfucker sitting up here running this trap like he actually put in some hard work and sweat.
So, sir, so him going to school and getting a degree in journalism don't mean shit. We just gonna throw all that away because there's some athletes who played who probably they played, but they might suck at talking in public. We're just gonna ignore that.
If he got a degree in journalism, he didn't have to pick sports. He is not an athlete, but he has a license to get on TV and criticize athletes. Well, he probably can't even run a mile.
Man, I don't have a license to get on YouTube and criticize any of the celebrities that I do, yet I do. So by your logic, I shouldn't be able to do that because I don't do what the fuck they do.
But you don't. Not saying that you don't count. You're minor compared to somebody on his level that could affect
Stephen
their
A. Smith
pockets.
started
Oh,
off minor, and Stephen
oh,
A. Smith started off minor, just writing newspaper columns to where he is today. I want to start from where I'm at now to Kevin Samuels or bigger numbers, sir. That's the goal of this shit. I'm doing nothing different other than I'm not hiding behind it saying I got this special message and yada yada. No, I'm doing this for self-serving reasons. I'm trying to put myself and my family on.
so okay. Say like the new show that came out. I haven't checked it out yet, but I'm hearing about it with Eli and Peyton. Would you rather hear them two talk about football, or would you rather hear Stephen A? Whose criticism do you want to hear?
Well, Stephen A. is not a good football analyst, but basketball, I could listen to Stephen A. do boxing and basketball. Those are his two wheelhouses. Football, not so much, but I don't really want to hear Eli talk about football. Peyton is the one. Peyton is the funny one. Peyton has deep football insight. Eli is just like, he's not funny.
I don't know. Eli got more Super Bowls
Then
against the
who?
GOAT than his brother.
They still both got two.
They do? I thought he only had one.
They both got two.
Oh, that was rigged. NFL rigged.
Peyton won one with Indy. Peyton won one with the Broncos.
He damn sure did.
But
that was rigged.
But yeah, Eli sucks at commentating. Booger McFarlane, a ex-athlete, sucks at commentating. Michael Irvin, a ex-athlete, sucks at commentating. But they got jobs. But that doesn't mean just because they played football doesn't mean that they can't be wrong.
Say that again, PMP.
I was saying Peyton has two.
Yes, he won one with the Colts and one with the Broncos.
That's right.
Yeah, he beat Cam Newton.
Yeah, that he shouldn't have got that one. That was rigged.
Damn.
It wasn't rigged. Cam Newton, you know what was rigged about it? When Cam Newton fumbled the ball and said, you know what, I'm not finna dive on the that was the game-changing play there, when he didn't dive on the ball.
And they were what, 15-1 the whole season?
Yep.
Man, if you get on YouTube and punch up the NFL rigged, check out some of those videos. There's no way possible they could be lying about
every sport. You can type that in about every sport and you'll get videos the same way.
Well, all you gotta see is the Seahawks game with how they passed up on Marshawn Lynch on the 1-yard line to do a pass.
Now, was that the NFL or was that Pete Carroll? I'm saying, was that the NFL that told Pete Carroll to throw the ball, or was that Pete Carroll that said, Russell, throw it?
That's the NFL.
I believe that's the NFL.
They made that call.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
So what would have happened if they would have ran it?
I'm gonna put it like this, Money.
We all know what happened.
Let me put it down to him.
He could have got stopped because he had been getting stopped the whole game.
On the 1-yard line?
It happens all the time. Goal line stands happen.
Remember, it was like
let me break it down to you.
They had 3 more tries if they wanted to.
The NFL commissioner is best friends with the WWE head commissioner. All right? They're best friends.
So what?
Let me finish. Don't cut me off. Let me finish. What I'm saying is, since this new NFL commissioner came in, this NFL has looked more rigged than anything. We got this dude sitting on camera saying that he wants Brady to win a certain amount of Super Bowls before he retires. You being a commissioner shouldn't even be allowed to say that. It's that.
I hadn't heard that, sir.
I'm gonna find it for you before you even say anything. I'm gonna find it for you. It's the commissioner standing on the podium saying it. All right, which go now.
How about this? Whether it's rigged or not, I still watch it. It's entertaining. What you're about to say isn't going to sway me. I think basketball is rigged. I think hockey is rigged. I think baseball is rigged. I believe football is rigged. But you know what? I still enjoy them all.
It's good to enjoy. I mean, but
rigged or not, it doesn't affect me. I don't gamble on games, so whether the shit's rigged or not, it doesn't affect me. Other than a little, my team lost.
You wouldn't know how to gamble if they got it rigged. You know what I'm saying? Because a team could be down 28-0, and the refs will make certain calls and stuff to get the team the momentum to come back and help them along the way with certain calls, no matter if it's holding or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Once
I
they
don't
give you the
gamble,
breakdown
but
of how they do it from play to play and possession to possession, you be like, get the fuck out of here.
I don't gamble, but I know cats that clean up well off FanDuel every week betting on these rigged games. So somehow, with the games being rigged, people are still betting and winning money.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but really, you can almost tell who's gonna win the Super Bowl by the second or third week by who they concentrating in on the most, the teams that they starting to concentrate in. It's like they push these things in, and the best thing to do is follow the Las Vegas betting. You know what I'm saying?
That's where you fuck up it going with the odds makers. The odds makers are there to trick you.
Not the odds makers. You going for the people who's really controlling this shit.
Those are the odds, but I'm saying the odds makers are the ones who put the numbers out, and their job is to win as much money as they can. So it's not a good thing to trust them.
I'm not saying trust them. I said study them. You know, see what they talking about, seeing how they moving and stuff like that. That's how you gonna know who's gonna win it all. You know what I'm saying? Every year we already knew when the Patriots were gonna win the Super Bowl for some reason.
Yeah, again, I still enjoyed all of those games, Super Bowls. I may have been like, oh man, they won again. But other than that, I wasn't that emotionally invested in it to care if it was rigged or not. Kind of like when I found out wrestling wasn't real. It's like, oh well. It's
That's
still
what it took me back
entertaining.
to. That's what it took me back to. I went back and started watching wrestling again. Hey, man,
But you can't say. But here's the thing about people saying wrestling is fake. It's not fake. They still have to fall on their ass. They still got to take bumps.
Definitely not fake.
The storyline.
They're not getting punched in the eye because they don't swell up. But when they take those chair shots and shit, they're still putting their hands up, and their hands are getting hit by the chair. When they go through a table, their back is still falling through a table, slamming down on the mat. When they flip over the ropes, it's physical.
It ain't nothing but a male soap opera. That's
Yes,
what
but
it
it's
is.
still physical though. There's still physical activity to it.
With predicted outcomes. You know what I'm saying? They know who they're gonna push over. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm gonna let them win this one, and
oh yeah, most definitely that part.
So it's, but it depends on how they put it together as far as a play.
Yeah, I used to think that they were using dye packs for blood. Now these motherfuckers were really cutting their forehead to bleed. Motherfuckers talking about wrestling fake. These motherfuckers are cutting themselves to make themselves bleed.
That fool Antonio back in goddamn 8th grade when I pile drived him on that dirt pile, he was hurt.
Yeah, I've been grounded for doing a couple DDTs myself, Mark.
Shit.
I done steered my cousin into an air conditioner. I done made niggas tap from the figure 4. So I don't know how fake it is, but I know when I be getting niggas, it be.
I don't know about no figure 4 and stuff like that. I was an amateur wrestler, and seeing that stuff on TV, plus what you learn on a real mat, well, you a dangerous motherfucker. You be power bombing motherfuckers in the middle of fights and all kind of shit. Like, did I do that?
Going to jail, you power drive somebody and break their neck.
Hey, shit happens.
Press play, sir. JoyChitChat. You and this freak ass album cover.
I'm swear, boy, that looked like that old slave lady that be bent over in the country yards and shit. That had a red and white shit on. Y'all live in the y'all in the country. Y'all in the South shit. I mean, y'all know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about, old man.
I wouldn't respect you as much as I would the opinions of the fighters that have actually been in the arena.
Yeah, somehow Stephen A. has found a way to get more respect than most of our athletes, most of our current and former athletes. It was disgusting to watch him disrespect Jalen Rose.
I just got to make one quick point.
A guy who's trying to tell me, hey, look,
according
if he would have actually
pause it, man. I just gotta make one quick point. According to Kwame Brown, he shouldn't be out here talking about coding and trading because he's not a coding and trader. So he should be talking about this. That job is better suited for coders and traders to talk about, not him. Push play, man. Oh, matter of fact, Jason Whitlock, you only played football, so you shouldn't be able to talk about no sports other than football, Jason Whitlock, since that's where we're going.
that one-sided, aggressive, feminine tone that he used to where he overtalks a man. Jalen Rose was trying to tell him, hey, look, that's disrespectful. You're calling a man out of his name. You're not even calling him what his mama called him. You're calling Chris Bosh Spikes. This is disrespectful. As a man,
Nigga, he was pause. I gotta stop it again. Sir, that was not Stephen A. Smith. That was Skip Bayless that Jalen Rose got into it with, sir. It was not Stephen A. Smith. It was Skip Bayless. Stephen A. Smith wasn't even on that show. It was Cold Pizza. And yes, Stephen A. Smith, not Stephen A. Smith, Skip Bayless and Jalen Rose were going back and forth. And shortly after that, Jalen Rose ass wasn't on Cold Pizza no more. So you're like, I don't know if you lying or you mixed the story up, but Stephen A. Smith wasn't involved in that situation at all. I could drop the link for that particular interaction, and I'm gonna do it anyway. Push play, man. I'm finna find that.
That you're trying to emasculate to pretend like you're tough. Skip Bayless is what, 5'5"? If this was a time that we could, deal with people.
Oh, my bad. He was talking about Skip Bayless.
He wouldn't be able to talk to a man like that. And so we are so far removed from that we have men talking to men with a feminine tongue, which there's no consequence for it because you can sue that man.
Let me transition you to this. What would you do if you were still in the NBA and you played in New York and they're forcing this vaccine on you? What would you do?
I would do the same thing Kyrie is doing. I would say no.
Why?
Because I would be skeptical of you trying to force me, first of all, to do something with my body. Secondly, I don't see the push for white athletes to come out and advocate for this donut shop. I like to call it donut shop because they get upset anytime you say the B word. But I don't see the white counterparts coming out to speak about it. And it hasn't proven. I have a friend. I used to be a barber. He used to cut my hair. He died and he was vaxxed and he was juggernauted and everything else. And he passed away from it. So it's not like this thing is proven to do what they say.
So he passed away from the vaccine or from COVID, sir? I'm confused. Did he pass away from COVID or the vaccine? Because you said he was vaccinated. And you said a whole bunch of other shit being said, but he died from it.
At that point, that's where we need to get it straight. If he even took that motherfucking died afterwards, it's from the vaccine. Fuck the COVID. You know what I'm saying? Too many people, especially up here on YouTube, I've seen catch COVID without the vaccine to go straight through this shit. And they still up here doing these shows.
What if his barber died in a car crash, though?
I just had my great aunt died 2 weeks ago. Healthy old lady. Nothing wrong with her. She was just in the store 5 days beforehand. Died. After the vac. So you ain't got to take our word from it as far as we telling you some of our people are going down. You know what I'm saying? After that, I mean, what else can we say?
I'm going to blame it on God, sir. God called them home. It's my final answer.
God damn it, what took him so damn long to call motherfuckers? We all ready to get the hell from this motherfucker.
Now speak for yourself, my guy. I'm trying to live. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm not trying to live in this shit.
Yeah,
you see what the hell's coming?
Another 50
sir,
years.
Well, sir, you don't take a revolver and stick it in your mouth. You can be gone like right now. Me on the other hand, I'm trying to live. I hope I make it to 150.
We hope we all can, but as long as
Oh
we got
no!
idiots
Oh
around us,
no! 150?
Yeah, still be slinging dick.
Oh God!
and hey,
Hey y'all, go look at JoyChitChat page. She done took all videos down of me.
oh damn,
Oh well, no, she got Sage Steele up there. Okay, never mind. I see Sage Steele. So what the fuck are you doing with your page?
I was done with you.
That's fine. But what about the other shit? You went on an uploading spree, ma'am.
Yes, because did she upload stuff?
Yeah, she just went. I think what she did was put them on private and then just started undoing them. But yeah, you went on a damn. That's what I mean. What's going on with your page, nigga? You uploaded a lot of shit. I ain't even seen some of the shit you uploaded. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, I saw the Meg Thee Stallion thing. I'm like, isn't this old? It came out today.
Yeah, I think Joy's going through a midlife crisis.
I'm gonna let him have his moment. Which play,
No,
man?
ma'am, I'm the one that I'm asking you what was going. What happened? You paid at one point. You said bye. Then your page wasn't showing no videos. The next thing I know, it's just a whole bunch of
Because I was
uploads.
done with this shit. I'm sick of YouTube. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of people. And I wanted to just take my channel away.
So what changed in 2 hours?
How come you keep letting people get to you?
Yeah, great question, man.
People is the person that's on this right here. Not
Oh
people.
God. Oh God. Wait a minute. Damn it. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Don't get no do-lo twist now, Matt.
So what? So what? So what?
Well, since you brought this shit outside, what I do, nigga?
Trey.
What did I let no? Cause sometimes no, we no, ma'am. That's actually
But
this
you
nigga
did
said
bring it up.
no. He said point for Joy. So now we got to go into it. We need
that's the point.
We need
Mark. He can't. That's the
we
point.
need an impartial
He wants to win in everything in every conversation. That's how the shit started.
Tell it,
he gotta,
ma'am.
Oh God, here we go.
Tell him what I did. Tell him what I did.
No, Trey, you tell him what you did. Because just everything is a competition for you.
Joy and I, no, it's not a competition. Joy and I were having a conversation, and I brought up a point, and Joy said, no, that's not true, not all. And y'all know what I say to people that say not all. The panel, people on the panel, what do I say to people that say not all?
It's never all.
Yes, I pointed that out.
No, that's not what he said. And he said,
no, I pointed it out. No, I pointed it. Now, first, now, wait a minute. I'll get there. I pointed that out.
Exactly.
And you said I pointed. Man, you know I got photographic memory.
You already got the uniform shirt on. I'm about to say, man,
I got photographic memory. So I pointed this out. Cool, that happens. Yeah, so that happens. I pointed them out, and then she was like, but it's wisdom because I said, but why would you? I said, why do you always have to bring up the minority when we're talking about the majority? I said, that is stupid to say. Something I tell everybody when they say, oh.
Tell it how it was.
Ma'am, I did tell her how it was. That was it. I made a comment in general. And instead of you just letting me, instead of you just letting me make
this. And I said, I just in a natural conversation, like, Nah, you know, the makeup community does it. You was like, oh no, the black people always doing this. I said, no, the white people over there in the makeup community.
That's what it was. We were talking about being doxxed, and I said Jake Paul.
Why is that stupid?
Paul,
You don't even know because you're not even over there.
Are you done?
Real stupid because I said the majority over artists.
Exactly. So yes, when I was talking about the majority, you came to tell me about the 1%, 2%, or 3% that we know exists. So yes, it was.
No,
stupid.
I didn't say the 1%, 2%. I said, are you in that community?
Ma'am, but it's so at the end of the day, it's still a majority. At the end of the day, it's a majority versus a minority.
Said that's not the same facts, and you
majority versus minority.
And that's when I stopped talking to you for
majority. Well, actually, you didn't stop talking, ma'am. You kept talking, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna let you have it. Good night.
Okay. I said,
and then you text me, back telling me some shit.
First.
Ma'am, you're lying. Now you're lying.
Oh,
you text me, ma'am. So you did not text me after I hung up on you and said you need to re-examine things.
Oh yeah,
I said, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So
no, I did. I forgot I did because I forgot.
No, but I text first.
But
I didn't text your point. You know, I didn't text you into this.
I tried to resolve the situation. Said you might want to rethink what you just said, and then you called me, and that's when
I asked her. I said, guys, I called her. Me being the upstanding black man that I am. I said, what do you mean? I said, what do you mean? I said, my beautiful black queen. I love you, and I want to. I said, my beautiful black queen. I love you, and I want to understand you. And I want to make this work. What do you mean by I need to reevaluate things? You know what I got? Nothing. I got no fucking answer because women can't answer a question when you ask them. And then it turned into another argument, and I was like, good night. Then I text you and said you ignoring me, my nigga. And then I called you at the end of Urban Show. You fake like you was asleep. That was it.
Oh my God, you lying on me, G. You did not, my beautiful black queen. You did not say that.
Everybody knows this how I talk. Woman, what are you talking about? I said my beautiful black queen.
He did call me, and I was fucking asleep. Like I literally woke up looking at my phone, like, and I was mad as hell. But I was like, oh my God, what?
Time out. Did you return the call?
I answered it.
No. I had to hit her. I hit her up today, sir. This is our first time talking today, other than me and her chat. Where I text her. I was like, why you talking to these peasants? Then I told her I loved her. And then I got bit with more sarcasm, like, all right, my G.
And by the way, I asked the same question.
And leave me alone. So you didn't say, all right, my G, and leave me alone?
I didn't. What's wrong with you?
Ma'am, I will screenshot this shit and put them up. You know? Okay. All right, motherfucker, you know not to call my bluff.
I can't believe you sit up here and just lied on me to myself.
So which one do you want me to show?
Nigga, any of them, because you just lied on me like 3-4 times.
Okay, watch this. Watch this, guys. Y'all are finna see who the real JoyChitChat is. You asked for this, ma'am.
I barely even talked to you.
Now you can tell me. Now you can tell me to stop before I. All right. I'm gonna send it to my other phone and upload it. Now this is Friday, October 5th, and yeah, this is well, that's from this phone. This is from 7:28 to 9:42.
Don't get me mixed up with your other bitches. Get it together.
Ma'am, that's you, ma'am. Remember, you confused me with the other guys last night. That's you.
He's lying on me. I can't believe he's doing this.
No, I'm lying. Okay, I'm going to show you. I will show you. All right. Call me a goddamn liar.
Right, what are we looking for? Because I'm in my text messages, too. And I'm trying to...
No, I'm trying... Nope. I don't want to hear it.
That's like some old school Ricky Lake right here.
Yep.
Where you going?
What do you mean where I'm going? No, I'm sitting here. I'm trying to do my... Hold on, wait. Before she try to sue me, let me put my disclaimer up. All right, there's the disclaimer. Let me see if I can
Very
upload this.
Lie on me.
I don't have to lie on you, woman.
I'm not Lawrence. He's not a he did not say any of that shit. He just said talking about my beautiful queen. What's wrong
Man,
with
press play.
you?
Apparently, I have to turn this thing into a
Just
JPEG.
like we talk on here.
I got to turn it into a JPEG. Yeah, I have to turn it into a JPEG, so you can press play for a second, man. Let's see. Details. This is 48,360.
We lying. I'm looking at the text
Those
messages.
three things I just wouldn't be able to trust. Especially just listening to Stephen A. this morning, he'd make you think that only black people is affected by it. He said when he walked into the nursing home, you see blacks dying, black this, black that. He didn't say it was affecting everybody. He just made it seem like it's a black thing.
I agree with that.
They control people through fear. And
now
that's
he did
where
do that.
the pandemic is. It's like, hey man, if you have any understanding of history, we've gone through plagues worse than this. And I know that 700,000 people died. And I'm, you know, like during the Spanish flu, or what, there was probably 150 million less Americans than there are today. And so you can throw out this, oh my God, 700,000 people died, and not have the perspective like, yeah, there's a bunch more people here, and the accounting on who's dying from COVID is a bit different, I believe. And so I just think they're trying to scare all of us into staying in our homes and doing whatever the government tells us to do. And that's un-American to me.
Yeah, it's about that, and that's why I don't like this whole company policy thing. Like, they're going to use every business to help control. They would rather put Americans out of work over a vaccination or over a donut shop that, like I said, hadn't proven to do anything. Why won't they do that with some of these other diseases that's out here? That, you know, there's no focus on else with this, and I think it's a part of a bigger picture and a bigger plan, like you said, control everybody. Because if that's the case, if they're going to be able to just, you know, anytime we have fear or anytime there's something to be fearful about, they could just start taking our rights away.
What was that, JoyChitChat?
Oh, you put up the text messages?
What was that, JoyChitChat? Wait, hold on.
What is
Joy,
this?
wait. That's the text message that said what the fuck happened. I said I love you, and then I was met with sarcasm later.
What the fuck this got to do with what you just said earlier? You said
I said this was our last communication to you today, ma'am.
But just don't have. Listen, sir. What the fuck this got to do with the sky being blue?
Ma'am, you're an asshole. That's what it means. It means I was like my beautiful black queen. I said I love you, baby.
Oh, sir.
I was like, hey, you gotta apologize to me. You apologize. I said I love you. And then you was like, bitch ass nigga.
Okay, see, now you playing way too many semantics. We talking about yesterday. Calm down. Go back to yesterday text. I don't give a fuck about you throwing up those receipts because I do love you. But
no, I wasn't talking about the I love you part.
These people, you told these good people that you said, my black queen, I love you, girl. That was today.
Yes, I told you that on the phone. I was like, baby, when you text me that, you was like, you need to rethink this. And I called and said, baby.
Now you playing games, sir. Now you playing games, sir.
So I didn't say that to you on the phone. You said you really should. You said the last text yesterday, the last text you sent me was you really should rethink things. And then I called you and said, my beautiful black queen. And I said, my beautiful black queen. What do you mean by that? Because I love you and I want to understand you.
Let's see that text.
No, I didn't. Man, you and I both said that when you sent that text. I called you. Correct?
No, you didn't. I called you on the phone, Trey. Stop doing that.
I did.
What did I walk into?
You lying.
It's your fault, Urban. Urban, this is your fault.
How's this my fault?
Cause I told you last night she was gonna fucking trip, and I said it's gonna be a rough ass week. Did I not? I said until next Friday it's gonna be rough as fuck.
Man, you bought him on drunk.
I told you last night what not to do, but now Trey's hard-headed. Trey never liked to listen.
What did you tell me not to do, sir? What you tell me not to do?
Hard-headed. See, that's why.
What you tell me not to do?
That's why I got to come in the house and act like daddy. Hard head make a
What did you
philosopher.
tell me not to do, sir? Because I
What
probably
you
didn't
doing
do it.
right now? What you doing
No,
exactly
she
right now?
brought it up. She brought it up on the. No, this show is not about her, sir. This show is about Kwame Brown and Jason Whitlock. But she brought us up to the forefront somehow. I don't know how she brought up the
Wow.
situation.
You
And I
just
just
blew
pointed
her
out
text
how I said,
messages.
my beautiful ma'am, because you act like you ain't mean. I just showed the text messages where you mean as fuck.
Trey.
That
Even
was to
Kwame,
me.
even hey,
You were
even
mean
Kwame
today, and
Brown
I
is
was
looking
nice
at
to
you
you
crazy,
last
bro.
night.
Oh
I
my
was
God.
even nice to you today when I said I love you, and you still met me with sarcasm and told me to leave you alone, my G. Then you already
What's up,
said
Lawrence?
and she admitted on this stream she was done with me, Herb, and I didn't even know. So she woke up this morning just done with me.
All right, here we go. Hello,
I'm the
everyone.
victim in this situation.
I'm gluten free.
Urban.
I eat
See, this
everything
is
that's gluten free.
Urban. I'm gluten free.
Did you? But be honest, did you wake up this morning and told Trey that you was done with him?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you motherfucker! Do I need to show that text message too?
Hey, 6ix9ine, do what you gotta do, Takashi.
Nigga, stop, please. I don't bother y'all. I let y'all be great. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Y'all won. Damn. You told me to leave you alone 3 times, ma'am. And all I said was I love you.
Takashi,
See,
when I
Urban,
went live earlier,
good guys finish last, Urban, as you said last night. It was a
you
beautiful
know,
show.
If
oh my God, I can't
you
believe
say
he's
leave me
playing
alone
these.
3 times, that do kind of fuck things up.
Yes. And I still was like, here I go, baby. I'm here for you.
Consecutively in a row. Yeah,
Okay, so
that's
let me tell you why I said that. Since he want to go there, I went live and I did breach the contract for 2 seconds because I didn't give 2 fucks about it because I was like, I gotta get this shit off my chest because a bitch ass nigga was talking shit. So
Well,
he was
you
in
were the
the
one that told me to stop, baby. You had to point out. What's up,
Hello.
Mark? Baby, you before you finish that story, be nigga, what don't nobody give a damn about the Raiders. Look, before you finish your story, he's not up here. Joy, before you finish the story, can you please point out to the good people that it was you that came to me and was like, Trey, you gotta leave that ignorant ass nigga alone and you done. We ain't doing this shit no more. And I agreed. I was like, okay.
I was a little frustrated today. I had to get something off my chest, and I used my platform to fuss at somebody.
My platform. Use my platform without my permission.
But see, it wasn't about you. That's why I went live and I did what I did. But then
Ma'am,
you
it
came.
was about me.
Oh my
Nigga, you
goodness.
was reviewing him, reviewing a video of me.
Hey Mark, how you doing? Hey
How
Urban.
is that not about me? And the video he was playing was about me.
No, it ain't no let it go. Hold on. Time I can't let it go. He just. Who's this new guy?
That's Mark. He ain't new. That's Mark. Mark's just he
I'm
looking
just
for
glad
Huggy.
Dennis the Menace ain't up here. Jesus.
I'm just saying, I'm with both of y'all. It's just like what Lisa is. She need to be here. I don't need to be doing her job.
So you came up here to quit, sir?
I came up. No, hell no. I came up here to talk. I won't smoke with Huggy.
Well, Huggy said
He keep
Well, no,
goddamn.
Huggy, real shit. Huggy went to a funeral today, so he said he
Oh
ain't
yeah.
in the mood to be.
I know his dad was
I
sick.
asked him if he was podding today, and he was like he can't
No,
do
he
it tonight.
partied today. I saw him and he was just clowning my ass.
Oh shit! Well, I guess that was before he went to the funeral.
Okay, like I said, I know his dad was sick. I know his dad was sick, so like I
No, his
said,
dad's fine. It was his uncle.
Oh, okay. So like I said, y'all stop it. Both of y'all better together. Stop it.
That's Georgia. You know how women are, bro. They think they don't need you. They like, I'm strong and independent. Fuck
pity
you,
party,
and
bro.
all of that shit.
Man up, bro. Man up. You know how
I am manning
man
up.
up.
Do y'all hear me cry?
Oh,
I am not crying about how Joy cussed me out. I'm just pointing out she mean as fuck. She be testing my gangster, and she beats me.
that's not what he's saying. He's saying, man, she making you look weak right now, man.
I don't give a damn. Fuck y'all niggas.
So Trey, you trying to get out the car? Trying to get out the car with her? Let me out though.
No, I think
Trying to
she
do?
trying. Sir, you didn't see the. Did you not hear me say she said leave me alone 3 times? I think she trying to get out the car. She said that she was done with me on this stream. I didn't
Leave
say
me
this.
alone. Leave me alone is translated to stay in the car. I got you, my G.
I ain't leaving the car, but she said leave me alone. I was like, okay. But I haven't come outside and said leave me alone, Joy Chit Chat. I ain't said I'm
I didn't
done
go
with Joy Chit
outside and
Chat.
say that. First of all, I didn't come outside and say leave me alone either. It was a private. You just exposed our text messages.
What was Homer
Yes,
Simpson
you
about,
did.
ma'am?
You did do
What
a.
was Homer Simpson about, ma'am?
You did.
You
do
just
a
exposed our text messages talking about you didn't come outside. Like,
I
bruh.
might be with her on that one.
You did do a group.
I did.
Do a
I
group.
said I'm still waiting on my apology. My apologies. I love you.
Boy, if
Love
you don't
you
get this
too.
text
I'm
message
really
off the screen,
disappointed.
Disappointed.
She was mean. Oh man,
I
that
get
text
what you're
message.
saying. I get what you're saying, Money
don't
Boy.
make a
Money
right.
Boy.
God dang it.
Y'all
Money
see how
Boy, you
cute
right.
Joy look like on my text? Y'all see how cute she look? Her little face just looking at me and shit. Y'all notice that? Y'all didn't notice that how she looking at me on the side?
Yeah.
Yeah, see? I fuck with Joy. Joy's the only
That's what
person
I'm
in my
saying.
phone with a picture.
Hold up, Trey. Put a text message back up again. I need to see
Don't
something
do
real
it.
quick.
Stop with the private stuff.
It's not private.
I
Same
don't give a
shit.
damn. You go goddamn mess around. Y'all go mess around. I got a whole bunch of porn shit on my phone, and I need to delete it. I don't know how to delete it, and I
Hey,
got to
who
go to
the one
church
who
Sunday.
wrote "I love you" in big caps?
Of course, Trey, of course.
This dude's simple, bro. Why you just couldn't write it regular?
Because I wanted to emphasize how much I love her. Why you not asking why she put an exclamation point on it? That's the same thing.
Because her text is normal and yours has been overly simping.
Well, sir, that fits with my narrative when she said you need to rethink things. I called and said, my beautiful black queen, I hurt when you hurt. What is wrong?
No,
What do
he
I need
did
to
not.
fix?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He
I'm the
called me
same
like,
guy that
what the
said,
fuck?
I love
No,
you in
you
all
said when I
caps.
said
Flag
to
on
you
the
that, you
play.
said, what the fuck that supposed to mean? You are
Flag
so
on the play.
Hey,
what
hold on
the
a second.
hell?
Flag on the play.
Hey, hold on
Somebody
a second.
calling bullshit. Flag
Hold
on
on
the
a
play.
second. What you call? Everybody be quiet. We need this sound bite.
Yes.
My ex, when I put
We're
love you
gonna
too,
rub this one in.
exclamation, that was my emphasis behind it. He was yelling, I love you. When you put it in all caps, that's when you yelling at somebody.
Man.
I love you, girl.
Okay.
So it was wrong for me to yell?
Okay. Ken, I want to talk to Mad.
Is that mad with the snoring?
Somebody snoring. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Is that PMP?
I tried to give you the sound bite, man. Y'all won't be quiet long enough.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do PMP like that. You got though, buddy. You sleep snoring hard in some bitch.
But man, like I go back.
Yep.
I'm a do. I do her. I for some reason I like her. I like her shade. I like her shade. The color of her. She the goddamn is the.
Who are you talking about, sir?
The picture he just put up. Whoever put that picture up.
This bad shit, that bad shape bitch.
I'll fuck her. I don't give a fuck.
You gotta look at Huggy picture to see what she look like from behind.
I'm a Mississippi nigga. I don't.
Sir, you cannot say that over here. Now she gonna think she gotta win and go on her channel like, see, Trey got all these guys on his panel and he said he would fuck me. God. She gonna take that as a victory.
But what
I can
stays
steal
okay?
all your panelists, motherfucker.
But what's in state game gonna stay in state game, right? That ain't gonna get out, right?
She
I
ain't part of
don't,
state game.
See,
I
but
don't
see,
know.
Trey, you see what you did with your text message in all caps. Now you got Mark sympathy. See
Says the
what you
nigga
did?
that was out with his queen early tonight. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do because I'm married. I'm supposed to simp because I'm married. Duh.
Sir,
That's part of being a husband.
I'm supposed to simp too because I like women and pussy.
Yeah. So we just
So I'm
gotta.
supposed to
But
So
you're
simp too. So cause I can't simp because you married. That means I'm not supposed to simp. I'm just supposed to just be out here doing what,
Nah,
Urban?
nah, nah. You got to
Urban has
earn
a
your.
union
You got to
contract.
earn your simping award.
I'll take that. I don't mind. I don't mind simping for JoyChitChat.
but we just gotta hear the apology from Joy, right?
Oh, she already got no. She apologized earlier, but then I didn't
Okay.
know when she. Now that I think about it, and listen to her talk, I think that apology was sarcastic as fuck. Cause later on she was like, "Nigga, I was done with you." This motherfucker put Homer Simpson up, going into the bushes, saying goodbye. Text me rude shit, said leave her alone. I think it was
Stole,
sarcastic as fuck.
stole the keys to the car and did a drive-by
I think it was
bicycle.
a
All
misinterpretation.
kind of shit.
Gears, he's basically asking for a welfare check.
Oh,
Are you
nigga.
there? Are you there? Can you breathe? Gears. Can you breathe? Gears. We need you back. We need you back.
Oh, she did that shit the other night. That shit was so goddamn funny. Can you breathe? That shit. Y'all niggas killing me.
And
Game
Mark,
Well,
manager.
I've seen slow buckets have even came outside, and I'm done giving that bitch attention too, other than the occasional picture of me putting up. But you see how slow buckets is sticking. I see LTG. That was the name of her show. It's stuck. I've done my job.
Oh, LTG is a bitch. What the fuck?
Yes,
I
Lovely
thought
the
it was
Great,
a dude.
sir. Lovely the
Oh,
Great.
dude,
That's what I'm saying. That's what it stands for. Lovely the Great. LTG.
wow. Like you Huggy and Joy just sent me the craziest. Like y'all. Somebody was saying something about the algorithm. Algorithm is like I just listened to Tommy, you. I listened to Joy. I listened to Huggy. Huggy stay up too late because he be sending me
Yeah, he be at work.
Mm-hmm.
the craziest motherfuckers on YouTube. Is like, Huggy, where you
Hey,
get
Mark.
these people from? Yes,
Hey, Mark. Are you subbed to my channel?
yes, I sub to your channel.
Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro.
Like I said, no matter what, if you in the Soto Nation, I'm
Urban, what you want? Cause you sound low.
He been drinking Hennessy.
No, he sound low. He usually don't sound.
You got
I
that.
don't know if he on his
You got that
headphones
green
or his
light on
mic.
again.
He on that Hennessy.
I got my headphones, so I don't got my actual mic.
That's
I can
All
say
right, you sound a little louder now.
I got to go play drums Sunday because I lost Thursday. I don't know what happened to Thursday. I lost the whole day of
Are you
Thursday.
playing drums at church?
Yes, I'm a drummer.
Did you say yes? I'm a drummer at church.
Yes, I got to go to church.
Drummers
Sunday.
get paid.
I
Yeah, they
didn't.
get paid to do that.
I wasn't knocking the hustle. I didn't know.
No, I don't play for money. I play because I love it, and like y'all don't want to take this shit to a God thing.
Oh, you better set them straight, Mark. You better let them know.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't want to take it to a God thing because I've been sick. Look, who the fuck
Urban,
said
save
that?
him.
I'm letting Mad. I'm letting Mad do all the
Shit
God
serious.
tonight.
Huh?
I'm letting Mad do all the God bashing tonight. I ain't got nothing to
So
say.
Mad said this shit. Like I can
Yep.
have a conversation with Mad because nigga, y'all done had like I've been looking at that retarded ass
Hey, you
woman. Y'all
wait,
had.
but Mark, do you do the drums for the cursing pastor?
No, I don't like Mathis is Memphis. Y'all got to deal with that.
Memphis?
I look at him and it's just funny as hell. Like I look at
So
him.
you wouldn't do the drums for him?
No,
Why?
Because I'm from Clarksdale, Mississippi. My grandfather got a church down. There's only 2 big churches down here. There's St. James Temple and there's Bradley Temple. My grandfather built Bradley Temple. So I stopped playing because my dad is a goddamn pastor. And I started seeing hypocrisy from it's like Christian folks. I started seeing hypocrisy. And it was the funniest
Bruh,
shit to me.
if Thaddeus offered you a bag, would you play the drums for him?
Nigga, nigga, he give me goddamn $4,000. I let him fuck me in the ass. I don't give a damn.
Wait,
That's
wait,
money.
whoa.
Yes, I'll take it there because
No,
it's money.
we can't say these
Trade. Private jet flights overseas. Private jet flights overseas. Damn people.
I play for.
Mark, you can't do that.
I just said. You just said. I don't care. It's the funniest thing when I see people.
I just asked you, would you play drums for him, sir? That's it.
And I told you, you said amount. You said the amount.
Sir, you
Did
also
you not say
offered
$1,000?
But you offered.
Why didn't nobody tell me the Robinsons live?
Is
it? Oh yeah, they live.
I knew the Robinsons was live.
Man, they've been live for hours.
Shit, I did not know this. Yeah, it does say 2 hours ago. I did not know this.
They went live right after we went live.
Trey, look at the screen, bro. What is he trying to seal it in ops game over? Trey, look at the screen.
You late. I've been over here.
Can we change how Kwame's looking?
Oh, so that's where you was at.
I told you she said she was done with me.
But you said she apologized too, right?
Yes, and I accepted the apology, and then she started being mean. And she started being mean after that.
They do this shit.
Right after she apologized, I said I love you in all caps, which Urban made fun of me for.
But like Urban said, then you start really sipping. You start really sipping.
No, I
didn't think you was simping.
I didn't simp. After that, I said, "Baby, why is you?"
But you guys gotta ask the woman. But sometimes you guys gotta ask the woman if it's really simping. To me, I didn't think it was simping. I still.
Joy, you don't have to co-sign for him. We got you. This is a 12-step program for Trey. We got you.
I don't think it was. See, that's the problem with you males.
Yeah, that's right. They ain't gonna fuck up what I got going on. I'm simping.
Ain't nobody trying to do that. It just like you did it and then you did it. It just like as Urban said, you did it and you did it. So me
saying I love you is simping.
No,
because after I said I love you,
all caps is simping.
Right after after I said I love you in all caps, there was simping. Okay, that was it.
You could have might as well put little hearts and stuff down there while you was at it.
I do sometimes, nigga. Sometimes I do. I do the little smiley with the 3 hearts floating around the head.
He does. In the morning when it's time for me to get up for work, he hit me before I even get up.
Okay, so Joy.
I can't believe y'all trying to shame him like this.
So now I want to know, Joy, can I talk to you?
I'm kicking all you niggas off.
No, stop. Let me finish this first. Then I go. So Joy, why he was mad? Why you delete all this shit?
Why delete?
I was never mad.
I'm just saying it's a term of endearment. So
she was mad. She was the one mad, not me, sir. JoyChitChat name still on my page.
Oh, so
I didn't delete him. No, I didn't delete him. I wanted to delete my channel because I was like, you know what? I don't have time for none of this shit no more.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
so why didn't you just deactivate it?
Because you don't deactivate it, you unhide it. And I just didn't want to be on YouTube.
Well, when you deactivate it, that's how people know you serious about this shit.
Nah, nigga, I ain't trying to lose my subs.
But can't you react? I know with Facebook you can deactivate and reactivate
Yeah,
at
it's
any
not like
time and have the
Facebook.
same
No,
amount.
no, no,
Oh,
no, 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 no.
so if
You
you
do that,
deactivate that, it's gone for forever.
you'll fuck all your shit up. No, I just hit my channel. I just didn't want to deal with all this shit on YouTube. You pissed
I
me off
made
for
you
2
mad.
seconds.
How did I make you mad, ma'am?
When what you said to me last night about this whole
Ma'am,
conversation.
I said, okay, so you're mad that I said a comment you made was stupid. You called me a bitch
Yeah.
ass nigga. You called me a bitch ass nigga. I wasn't upset. Why is
Oh
that?
my God, you gonna really say that out loud like that?
But I wasn't
Hell, he
offended
put
by it.
text messages out. So
I wasn't offended by it. I was just like, yeah, okay, good night. So why is it that your comment,
I
which was 10
said
times
you was
worse than mine,
acting like.
I don't give it. Well, okay, and I said what you said was stupid. I didn't say you were stupid.
And I
Since
said
you
you
want to use
acting like.
words, okay. So
Who's the
why were
makeup?
you mad
'Cause y'all
about
like to
what
break
I
up the makeup.
said?
for you to come on mad.
No, not mad.
Come on,
I
come on.
told
Start
Urban this
talking.
last night. I said it's like
I don't want to
whenever
keep breaking
Joy
this
and I
up.
are about to meet, like whenever we about to meet up, the week before be hell. It's like it be hell. We argue back and forth up until Thursday, and then we'll act like shit didn't happen Friday morning. Like what time your flight land? But all Thursday night is fuck you,
That's
fuck
what I
you,
said.
fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
That's why I said what I said, because I felt it coming. It was like, when is the makeup coming, boy? Y'all doing a lot of unnecessary fussing.
It's her.
No, they're doing this on purpose.
Yes.
It is no. This
No,
is
I
not
heard
script. No, this is
I'm
not
trying to throw
scripted.
you underneath the bus, Urban. But I heard Urban say that you do be poking and you be trying me too, and I be
I
trying
said
with
that.
you.
I said I'm an asshole. I did. I said that. I said I'm an
So
asshole,
both of y'all
and she
assholes.
fucked with the
Okay.
wrong one. Yeah, she's the female me, but she got me fucked up. I wear the
Oh,
pants in this relationship.
All right, all
I know
right,
you
all right.
got you a couple pairs of yoga pants and shit, but that don't count.
Stop.
Are we done? Or are we finished? Because I know you got a video, and we've been sitting up here.
Yes, y'all you would kiss my ass. Joy, you took it all the way off because you said, why y'all goddamn veer off to goddamn football and basketball? You veered it off. Let this
No.
dude get. Yes, you did.
You did.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
That's
no.
how the text
because
messages
everybody
came
like
up,
we
ma'am.
started talking
No,
about
but you
we
guys
started
don't understand. When I was trying to do my live earlier, he came in there, he ran up in my chat room, threatening me with lawyers and all kind of shit.
It ain't the
I
lead attorney
didn't.
here.
Well, I threatened you with lawyers on this show, but I did go in your
No, you
chat and
walked
say I
into
was
my chat
disappointed.
room. I'm trying to have my own show and just be independent for myself. And here you come running. I can't believe you over here doing this.
Yes,
I
because
have nothing to
you
do with
told me
this.
to, ma'am, you told me to stop, and then you pop your big head ass up, started it back. Like, well, how? We said no. You told me not to. Said,
I had to
hope
get
you
my
done.
frustration out. I can't fuss
Jack
at
off,
you.
nigga. Jack off, nigga.
Oh,
Fight. Do
Okay,
some push-ups.
see, when I
Something.
did that, y'all said y'all went to break. When I did that, y'all went to break. Can we get a MoneyBoy trick break?
yeah, thank you. Go back to what y'all was doing.
Cause like shit, when I started saying goddamn jacking off and porn, like I got a break.
I think
Music came
you
up.
got a break when you said something about being fucked in the ass, sir. That's when you got the break.
Oh no! Oh, I forgot. Nigga.
Yeah, that's when you got the break. I was like, oh wait, whoa, no. I don't know what this
No.
gentleman is talking
Oh, I
about.
remember.
And
She
then to
had
top
asked
it
me
off, it
about.
was cheap too. That's what made it
No,
worse.
she asked that.
Cheap.
She
It was a
asked me
couple
about
$1,000.
what I
It
do
was
for
a
my.
couple
She, yes,
$1,000 out there.
yes. She asked me
That
what
dude
I do
allowed
for
somebody to get a
$1,000.
stimulus check on him.
Yeah, like $1,000 ain't. You got to throw a couple of more $1,000 on top of $1,000 because she was asking about playing drums. I do it for free because I love it. I love doing it, and it's my grandfather's church. And right now, me and my daddy, like a couple of months ago, I tried to kill my daddy. It was the craziest shit to me, and I went crazy. But y'all niggas done helped me out because y'all are so funny, and y'all helped me come back to sanity. You, Tommy, Bolo,
Sir,
Huggy.
wait a minute. I'm not gonna just let you breeze past. You tried to kill your daddy. Explain this, sir.
It was the funniest shit because I've been sitting there. My dad is super religious. Like if he'll talk the fuck out of like it's just and like I told him one day, I said, dude, I don't like people who talk too much. It's just y'all just talking. I don't understand what you're talking about. It's like I had just got fired from my job because I went the fuck off, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to business with myself because my dad owned a lot of land in Mississippi, and it's funny as hell. I just forgave him. That's why I'm going to church Sunday. Me and my dad are going to church because, like I said, I love playing drums. And for like February, from February up until now, I was crazy as fuck. But I listened to y'all, and it brought me back. It brought me back.
I'm
And I
still
like,
crazy.
huh?
I said I'm
Like I
still
said,
crazy.
yeah, it brought me back, and it's just like
My mama
huh?
said I was crazy. Mom's cooking.
Like I said, that's the thing. Like that's what happened when she said, "Do I play for nigga? I don't play because for money. I play because I love to play." And really, that's why I said about what you call it, because I don't like from Nipsey Hussle. I listen to Nipsey Hussle a lot, and he said, "I don't know about heaven, I don't know about hell, but one day it'll happen. I don't know."
How we go from church to a gangbanger?
It got to be Trey simping again.
That was my nigga. That's my fucking text message alert when JoyChitChat texts.
Hold on, what kind of a damn song is that?
First of all, that is called. I can't get a
how he was in
copyright
high school
strike.
when he first got a girlfriend, bro.
That boy playing the Backstreet
What is
Boys.
the name of that song?
A dude sit up there laying in the bed
Oh,
chanting the
the
theme
song. The
song
name of the song is
behind
called "Someone to Love." Actually, you guys should listen to it. It's a cool song. It's actually like a
no.
Actually, that's
It's a cool song because he's talking about
I don't care. You
he
got a banana
got
in your mouth.
used to being mistreated by a woman because he was looking for someone to love. It's actually a
So
cool
you ain't
song,
sipping.
actually.
So now you
No,
ain't
it's I like the I
What
like the
y'all dealer
fucking
Serena
song. That's
from
what's my
Burns and a
ringtone.
couple other people?
I like the
Child, I think
song.
we was slow jamming in junior high off that one. You know what I'm saying? Getting all close on the girls and shit.
So Trey, how many more days we got to look forward to you simping?
You said what?
How many more days do we got to look forward to you simping?
Sir, I love women. I'm going to always simp.
No,
I'm
it was
going to
Joy.
always. Me and Joy will probably be arguing as soon as this straight. I told y'all, I think I'm
And then you
lying.
gonna be
Every
sipping
time we
again.
get ready. Well, no. Typically, what happens is we'll just give each other space until, like I said,
Okay,
Thursday night, Friday
okay.
morning. It'd be like Thursday night, Friday morning. We'll talk.
Man, where
That's
you
what I
come,
said. We didn't talk today
the way we
really
do it.
until
And then you'll be laying in the bed with a banana in your mouth.
pussy
That
in my
sound like she
mouth.
be.
With the pussy in my
banana.
mouth, sir. No bananas.
No.
That's 2 and 5 minutes, man. I'm about to go.
No banana. No, nobody has an apple or banana in my mouth, sir. No, I'm not Kwame Brown. No, but that is the darndest thing. When we're around each other, we do not argue at all. Away from each other, different story. In person, no arguments.
So do you think y'all need to solve that problem?
She lives in Sin
We
City,
need to do
sir.
something.
So y'all need to figure out a way where y'all can see each other even more. So
Man, don't tempt them, man. The next thing you know,
you
we'll
come
see
come
hot
into
tubs
the
with
house
bubbles
with
coming
Uncle
out the
Simple.
motherfucker.
The nigga was already in the bathtub. I saw that shit, and I was like, I can't. My eyes.
I was under bubbles, sir.
I know my eyes.
And Joy sitting there looking like, would you hurry up with this shit so I can jump in this motherfucker?
Joy
He was
didn't
all
even
over
get in the Joy didn't even get in the jacuzzi.
how much money you pay for that motherfucker? What the fuck?
She didn't get in it.
Yeah, you know
No,
how
we
it is
both.
when
It was hiding a bitch in there though. I think we left out that motherfucker as soon as that
Nigga, you was
scream
in
was
love
over.
though. You was in love then now.
I still am.
Hey, you know how it is? The homies sitting up here talking about sports and stuff, and you just got that one dude that's talking about his girl all the time.
Yeah.
That dude is Trey.
It do seem that way.
What I'm talking about?
I
Yeah,
think she be running them boy
we
when
love
we
each
ain't on the
other.
show.
Y'all niggas sound like some haters. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Ain't nobody hating on you. Just be in love with this girl and just I
Just
see
show
what
it.
you're
I'll
doing.
just show it. 'Cause you try to
I
use
just
words.
said, point to George because George said, and so
Y'all
that's
word
the only
using
reason I
ass
said
niggas.
point to George. And y'all took that shit. I was in Albuquerque and y'all took that shit all the way left.
JoyChitChat, you hear how they talking? Do you hear how they talking about a young black man in love? They're talking about a kid. They're talking about my mama's son.
Oh my God.
Man, it sounds like she made you go get a hotel room and then she told you to jump in the hot tub. That's what it sounds.
And
the bubbles, niggas, the bubbles. What nigga got there? I was looking at Littlefoot. Littlefoot said, I don't take a bath, I take showers. And the nigga take a bath and no.
You know he got that blunt, but blunt,
well,
where
that
did the
wasn't a
motherfucker?
bath. It was a jacuzzi tub. One.
Yes, it was a
Second,
Tell
it
him.
was optics. And third, y'all sound like damn it, Joy. We gotta get another jacuzzi. I think we gotta get a jacuzzi in Little Rock. Fuck it.
I just don't want to see it. And you, Little Rock is a no-fly zone, nigga.
Not for me.
From my generation, a lot of banging goes on in Little Rock.
Man, that was in the early 90s, man. You niggas gotta update y'all resumes. They ain't gang banging in Little Rock no more.
Shit, there's a lot of ghosts. Boy. I remember that sign on that documentary, man. They were counting numbers and shit. Man. That shit OG out there.
Yeah, they ain't like that no more.
No,
You go hop over the goddamn Hope and see your boy Bill. Shit.
It can't be worse than Memphis.
Now on the cool though, being in the jacuzzi with your girl is lit though.
We did it because I was like, you know what I haven't seen? I said, we've seen a lot of shit on YouTube. You know what I haven't seen people do? Hadn't seen anyone go live from a jacuzzi. That's why we did it. And it was planned as well. It didn't just happen.
You know
It was
what? You
planned.
right. You know you right. And like I said, my eyes went blind when I saw Tommy in the jacuzzi. It was like that's why I had to get off for OnlyFans because I know what I'm gonna look at.
What?
It's just the dumbest shit.
He probably stole it from me. I need my credit, sir.
Like, niggas in jacuzzis, niggas in bathtubs. I like okay.
No, he ain't no need to bring
Nigga,
that
you
guy
watch
up, man.
Jerry
He shot us
Maguire.
last week.
Yes.
Wasn't Cuba Gooding Jr. in the bathtub talking about show me the money?
Yeah. You're right. Now my head.
Wasn't Scarface sitting in the jacuzzi with watching TV with the big ass stogie?
Yeah, don't you dare. That's Scarface. Say hello to my little friend. Don't you dare.
It's still a man in a bathtub, sir.
I don't give a fuck.
With bubbles.
Scarface. That's Scarface.
Shit, Arsenio Hall and Coming to America.
I'm Trey the motherfucking star.
The landlord. It wasn't Arsenio Hall. It was the landlord. That big.
I thought he was in there first.
No.
He was in there second.
Y'all finna make look at my goddamn movies. There was the landlord with the cigar in his mouth when goddamn Eddie Murphy gave him the apartment because
I
Eddie
think
Murphy.
Arsenio was in it at first because he bought all the shit, and then when Eddie got home, he saw it and he had to switch apartments.
Okay. I remember that big. That was shit. Fuck. Because I'm still trying to figure out that motherfucker said McDonald's. What the fuck is McDonald's? This early back in the video that y'all need to get back to the video and end it. Stop fighting. Get back to the video, and that nigga said McDonald's. I don't know what McDonald's is. I know what McDonald's is. I don't know what McDonald's is.
Let's get back to this McDonald manager looking motherfucker on the screen.
Yes, I'm gone.
So
you and George stop fighting.
Video talking about
Looking like Calvin and shit.
I'm
Calvin.
done.
Y'all got Kwame those frozen looking shorty little love boy.
Joy, maybe we should eat steaks from the hot tub.
Oh man.
Yeah, Trey. No, thank you.
Boy, they won't stop talking.
I'm just saying that shit that they did. The steaks made them talk. Hot tub made them talk. What about steaks in the hot tub?
Man, I'm gonna go get me a kiddie pool.
Serve it to you.
Yeah, somebody got to serve you this. We can't just be walking up into the water with steak.
Well,
But
baby, you
it's here
set
and
it.
there.
You have it set it up
Catches-
already on a little TV tray or whatever.
Catches in Little Rock. That's it, and that's all. Moving on.
If she don't break up with me before Little Rock, because you know she tells me to leave her alone daily. It's gonna be a long motherfucking week. It's gonna be a
I'm gonna
long
get me a
week.
kiddie pool and eat oatmeal because it's getting cold outside.
Are we finishing this review?
Chilling. All right.
Listen, shout out to the traveling fighters.
Let's just stop them from doing it every time.
Kwame, I've argued that Tom Brady should be the person that Kyrie is actually being. That if Tom Brady stood up to the NFL, because it would be hard to convince me that Tom Brady actually took this vaccine. I'm sorry. I just can't believe the way this guy has controlled everything that goes into his body, that he actually took this vaccine, but they say he took it, whatever. It's hard for me to believe. But I wish that someone with his level of accomplishment, there's nothing left for him to prove as an athlete. That he would step out here. And again, one of the things you're talking about, the difference between black and white athletes, is that black athletes are demanded. You've got to be more than an athlete. You have to stand for all these societal issues, and there's no pressure on white athletes. And damn it, Tom Brady should be under some pressure to stand up for these people, black and white, who have nobody speaking out for them other than Kyrie, that don't want to take this vaccine. I think if Brady went out, he would become as important as Muhammad Ali was. And I think what Kyrie's done, and I know that I anticipate at some point Kyrie's going to fold or whatever and go play in the NBA and get that money. And I still think what Kyrie's doing is nearly as courageous as what Muhammad Ali did. And I wish that Tom Brady had those kind of testicles.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's not even a push for
Whitlock been talking about a lot of balls
Tom
in
Brady,
this
Aaron
shit.
Rodgers. You mean to tell me all these guys just said, okay, I'll get it? Like, no, they expect white men to make their own decision. They think that white people are smarter and they can make their own decision as a whole. With black folks, you still need that leader. You still need that leader that they give us. And they gave us LeBron, they gave us Kyrie. Anybody with a big, large platform, like Nicki Minaj, if you speak out against something that they say, somehow you're crazy or you're misinformed, you're giving out misinformation. So I just don't understand why people can't see it. There are no protections for people who do speak out. So that's why so many people either stay quiet or they just go on to get along.
Like you did.
I got two more questions. But you get on with your dad. Dave Chappelle. I loved what he did in his stand-up comedy routine for Netflix. And again, I wrote about you, Dave Chappelle, and Kyrie Irving, like taking these bold stances and being inspiring. Did you watch Chappelle's comedy routine, and what were your thoughts?
Yes, I did. I thought it was classic Dave Chappelle. I mean, they liked it when he was talking about people that they didn't like. They was agreeing with him then. They said he was brilliant then. Dave has always been able to push the line and he does it better than anybody. He's the guy who can put truth in a joke in a way where it's like, wow, it's shocking and it's funny. And it'll make some people like, whoa, I don't know whether to laugh. Let me look around first. So he's the greatest at. And so I think the way he put it, that I'm not going to make any more jokes about you guys until I'm sure we're laughing together, because that's supposed to be the ultimate goal. It's supposed to be all inclusive. But it seems like the way that we're going, it's not all inclusive. It's only going to be certain things you can say and certain people you can talk about. So hopefully what Dave Chappelle did was show that comedians still have that right to put
You
truth
mean
in.
like him when he said he wouldn't talk about Kamala Harris or the LGBT community?
That away. I don't know what type of society it's going to be. I guess everybody.
You talking about when he was with Joe Brown?
Yep. Who listened to the
Sean
rap?
and shit over here. Shit. You know me. I'm in 3 different shows, man. I'm about to fire up another screen.
Well, shit, we can end this. It's been 3 hours and 45 minutes. These niggas ain't talking about shit no way. He said he was at the end of it. Whatever. JoyChitChat.
You better not do
I'll
it.
get this important.
You better not do it.
JoyChitChat.
Don't you do it.
JoyChitChat. I guess I'm not gonna do it. Urban, she muted it and shit.
Thank you.
I'm gonna be tough tonight. Yeah, man. Y'all know, man. These love ain't shit, man. These women ain't shit out here, man. You just gotta, man.
Going into these schools, holding and praise going into these schools. Otherwise, stop telling me kids are the future. Just tell me that you're using these kids for a prison to pipeline and juice.
Prison to pipeline.
I want to tell you about ExpressVPN. Paying attention to what's going on lately on the internet.
This nigga got a commercial.
Major security attacks and scams that can.
JoyChitChat.
All right, let's wrap up the show. I want to go on it. I'm really pleased with what we did here today. I started by talking about the Emasculated Sports Personality Network, ESPN.
I like that
their
nigga
launch
Mike.
of their movie, The Crying Game, going on for a year. And then we had a very important conversation with Kwame Brown. And Kwame Brown, to me, in this past hour, just showed everybody exactly who he is. Grown-ass man with mature thoughts, very intelligent, sophisticated, has a purpose, has a goal, has a strategy about how he wants to execute his plan. And the reason why I wanted to have Kwame on, particularly this time, and in this conversation, is because what you just watched for the last hour, that's masculinity. The stuff that's passing for masculinity, violence, threats of violence. I want to beat someone up if I disagree with them. That's not masculinity. It's toxic masculinity that should be eliminated. ESPN should be trying to fight
you. Toxic masculinity is the shit.
Their personalities. And so I want to replay
their masculinity
our ESPN crying game.
Masculinity is soft.
We'll get out of here. Replay the clip.
And so you can't relate to that if you're white, but you can listen and you can try to help, because this is not okay. It's just not.
Thank you for everybody that reached out to me. I know, but it's not better yet and better for everybody.
This is funny.
Oh my God. This is funny as shit.
And for us to be moving
Especially
back
this.
and not forward in the 21st century, like I said, man, National Football League, this hurts me.
I
The clock is
love
ticking,
John
man.
Gruden.
I'm sorry.
That nigga said he gonna get that Whitlock on site.
Respectfully.
Yes, and he's a
We gotta do
dumbass for that too.
Don't
You
let
a
them
fucking
emasculate.
millionaire and you want to fight somebody because he said something you don't like. Random Mouse damn near 50.
Keep your balls. I don't dislike any of you. Actually like most of you, but let's cut it out.
Used to work with all you motherfuckers.
Crying game. It's a gimmick.
Big
the
suit ass
emasculated
nigga.
sports personalities network. It's a gimmick. It's not healthy. It's not what this country needs. We need strong
You're not
men.
healthy, sir. You're overweight.
We need to run around and apologizing for being strong men. Real men need to come out of the closet and stand on their own 2 feet and let them hang.
Any last words, people? I know JoyChitChat is gone.
You, all
I
of you,
am still
join the
here.
Fearless Army.
Oh, there
Hit the
you go.
subscribe
JoyChitChat.
button.
No, no,
For
Are you here for the love
join
of
it. We're going
Trey?
to take this
no, don't,
men, stand
don't
up and be
entertain it.
men. And it's not about being stupid. It's about being.
JoyChitChat, are you here for the love of Trey?
Trey, if I wasn't here for the love of Trey, I wouldn't be on your panel.
Hey. You know I'm gonna tell you what when you get here, right?
Oh my
You have a
gosh.
spank.
You got company.
You have a spanking coming your way, man. You've been cutting up. But yeah, Jack, man. Any last words? Shout your channel out.
Yeah, come check me out at House of Madness. More content coming. Hopefully, I'll have the support of the family. We can do this again and shit on some hip hop levels or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stay away from the politics for a little bit.
Definitely. Urban T. What you hating ass? What you got to say?
It's all love, bro. It's all love. But come out there and support my channel too, the official urban therapist. Appreciate y'all.
We know you had to do your simp night tonight, so you're forgiven for not being here on time.
Yes, because that is the duty of a husband.
Yes.
Hey, what you call it?
But
Long
we
as she
have
can do that
different
and take care
titles.
of that.
It's my duty to simp for JoyChitChat because she's my fucking / business partner, sir. Yes, I do something. Yes, I do have my whole head in it, Mark. Is that what's wrong with that? At least you know she's pleased. JoyChitChat, do you have any last words?
Thank you for allowing me up on your panel. And no, he doesn't have his whole head in nothing.
Not yet. Friday I will though.
Don't need to know no more of that. See y'all at the Robsons at.
Man, I'm gonna need you grown people. All you motherfuckers up here got kids. Y'all act like it's weird niggas having sex. I love you, JoyChitChat.
Y'all just a little too freaky, man. Y'all just a little too freaky. Y'all in hot tubs and shit, man. On dinner tables holding steaks and shit. Yeah, them. Y'all, y'all wow, man. I can't take no more. I got to go. I'm gonna start crying like Randy Moss.
Y'all on the clock, NFL. Y'all on the clock.
Right. Thank you for letting me up here once again. Talk to you guys later.
Where you going?
Who's the mean one now? I can't even leave the damn.
I just, ma'am, I didn't say you couldn't leave. I said, where are you going?
Nowhere. I'm up. I was saying goodbye.
Oh, okay. You sound like you saying goodbye for the night. I just need to know what I need to plan for, nigga. That's all.
See? And then he say it's me. Did y'all just witness that, my G?
The Roberts
I think
gone.
address the comment that Lawrence just made.
Tell Trey that he is your sexy king and that you are his what the fuck? Jacuzzi of love? I don't even know what that means.
That sounds freaky. Kasusi of love. I don't.
Jacuzzi of love. Oh,
Hey, shout out to that video too. If anything, go back and get the numbers up on that video as well. Since I didn't think you guys was even paying attention to that video. Stay tuned to the next.
Didn't I re-upload that? I re-uploaded it a couple weeks ago. I think. Yeah, because that's when Tommy laughed at it and I was fucking with one man band.
Well, y'all didn't talk me into another jacuzzi up video.
Well, I guess.
Well, technically, you were never in the jacuzzi, man.
I guess
I
the
what my
show is over with because it's on private mode, right?
Yeah, they just ended it. And it's on private shit. They did all that working for it to be on private. And I'm gonna have to text JJ, bro. I need you to put this in on unlisted or something. I need to catch up.
Trey. Sometimes you just over talk.
I do need to see it.
Okay. You don't have to say it like that.
I'm just saying I need to catch up.
Mm-hmm. All right, you done? Or are you finished?
I guess I'm done, ma'am. Unless you want to go back live about something else.
Obviously,
this
I
one's going
can't.
on 4 hours. It's like, oh, you can. You just can't go live about those people. We had fun with it, and we're done. Fuck them folk.
Well, there you go.
There you go. We out.
Pick them up and go.
24/7 be moving them 30s, 30 round drums, shooting Steph Curry, infrared beam, won't miss a thing, carbon 15, precise like a surgeon. 24/7 be moving them 30s, 30 round drums, shooting Steph Curry, infrared beam, won't miss a thing, carbon 15, precise like a surgeon. 24/7 be moving them birdies, not talking tennis, but I'm serving. Meet me in 10, stick on Perkins, watch it for 12, but we stay dirty. 24/7 be moving them 30s, 30 round drums, shooting Steph Curry, infrared beam, won't miss a thing, carbon 15, precise like a surgeon. I get it, I'm gon' pull off in a hurry. Crescent you Percocet, enter my Slurpee. No time to kick it, I'm busy, I'm working. License suspended, I'm still out here serving. 30s in green, 3 types of lean. Pulling up clean, foreign machine, infrared beam, carbon 15, MoneyBoy tray. Fly with no wings, my bottom's just red, Robert's the jean. Coat on my body, I feel like a king. Go to one center, course, I watching King. Real Rich and Wiley, put on for the team. Up your opinion, that's all that I scream. I was 14 when I had a dream. Dollar sign, go for the green. Double cup, sipping on lean. Pop me a bean. Swagging, I'm pressing, I'm clean. Feeling like Jordan, I'm wearing 6 rings. Rolling up, smoking supreme. Infrared beam. Carbon to carbon 15. Precise like a surgeon, I won't miss a thing. 24/7, I'm fly with no wings. 24/7, be moving them 30s. 30 round drums, shooting Steph Curry. Infrared beam, won't miss a thing. Carbon 15, precise like a surgeon. 24/7, be moving them 30s. 30 round drums, shooting Steph Curry. Infrared beam, won't miss a thing. Carbon 15, precise like a surgeon. 24/7, be moving them birdies. Not talking tennis, but I'm serving. Meet me in 10, stick on Perkins. Watch it for 12, but we stay dirty. 24/7, be moving them 30s. 30 round drums, shoot Steph Curry. Infrared beam, won't miss a thing. Carbon 15, precise like a surgeon. MoneyBoy trade. Trapping Black Haven on round to the lake. Sky's the limit, I'm winning, I'm paid. Not popping bottles unless it's a spade. Sleep when you die, been up for 3 days. Keep a Glock 40 if tempted, I raid. I do not play. Money ain't, that's where I stay. Fresh off a flight, New York to LA. 901, work where I stay. Falcons and Hawks like I play in the A. Went to my jewelers for 21K. I'm swagging, I'm saucing, OG got me coughing. I'm fresh to death, I belong in a coffin. Ryan B. Trey hit the gas and I lost him. I'm shining, I'm flossing. I'm swagging, I'm saucing, OG got me coughing. I'm fresh to death, I belong in a coffin. White and green damage like I play for Boston. 24/7, I grind no exhaustion. I'm about that action, not doing no talking. Don't cross the line if you do it, my caution. Don't cross the line if you do it, my caution. Just swimming with sharks, we're fucking with bosses. 24/7, be moving them 30s. 30 round drums, shooting Steph Curry. Infrared beam, won't miss a thing. Carbon 15, precise like a surgeon. 24/7, be moving them 30s. 30 round drums, shooting Steph Curry. Infrared beam, won't miss a thing. Carbon 15, precise like a surgeon. 24/7, be moving them birdies. Not talking tennis, but I'm serving. Meet me in 10, stick on Perkins. Watch it for 12, but we stay dirty. 24/7, be moving them 30s. 30 round drums, shoot Steph Curry. Infrared beam, won't miss a thing. Carbon 15, precise like a surgeon.